Intros are for nerds. Let's just get in there. You all know what this is. You read the title.
You know what it is. This is Fictional Crushes, and we're starting with mine.
Yes.
So this is going to be fictional crushes from both childhood and current day. We're just going to fucking yap about these men.
We will explain the tiers pretty much as we go. I'm sure you've already paused to take a look at the names. Or maybe you stared into the deep, beautiful abyss that is 2D's holes.
Yes, the top row of crushes has already been spoiled, but you don't care about that. Close your eyes if you don't want to see.
Yeah, pretend it's not there.
And yes, I'm sure as the viewers can tell, the tiers are pretty self-explanatory. We got I need him at the very top because yes, I very much need a lot of these men. And we got garbage at the bottom. Absolute F tier,
you like
terrible.
Them, but you really shouldn't.
Really shouldn't.
You know that you shouldn't.
So, alright, let's begin. First is 2D from Gorillaz. This is definitely, at its core, a childhood crush, because I crushed on him when I was like 7 years old. Before I even really knew what the overall phenomenon of Gorillaz really truly was. I just knew that he had blue hair and he was cute.
And he sang really good.
He sang really good. I like his voice. Okay. Yes, you know what? Since these are my crushes, I'm gonna let you have your thoughts first, because then I'll just yap about what I love.
Okay. So first of all, why does he look like he is a little bit afraid of bathing? Especially in this pic. I know that it varies. It widely varies depending on what image you're looking of 2D, but something about this image, and you said this is your favorite image of him.
Yes, spoiler. This is my favorite image of him. All of these pictures that I've used for my crushes are either my favorite ones or just the ones that I think exemplify them the best. I will say, I will give you one word to suggest why he might be a bit afraid of bathing. Depressed.
Okay. But he looks like a smelly man.
He probably does reek completely of cigarettes. I will say that.
Ugh.
He's very avid smoker.
True, he does. This picture makes him look more skeevy of a character than I know he is. I know he's not like what he looks like he's like from this picture.
That should honestly tell you how much I like this picture and how much of him I think this picture encompasses, because I don't like cigarettes. A cigarette automatically brings a person in real life down to a 0. So that tells you how powerful this picture is for me.
This picture has a grip on you.
It really does. It really does.
It's got its fucking hands around your throat. It's fucking shoving the air out of you. You fucking love this man. You fucking love this man. You're like, I love him.
Honestly, if I didn't think that he would probably not know what he was doing, I would let him choke me. But I have a feeling
he would not.
I have a feeling he wouldn't do it right.
I have a feeling you'd be like, hey, I want you to choke me. He'd be like, all right.
I will say, he's an adult, so I can say safely that to this day I'm still very attracted to him.
Would you say that you like this character enough that his very Cockney accent does not bother you at all? Or is that something that you think is going to bring him down a bit in the running?
I have to laugh so hard right now because, spoiler, he is the reason I actually have a very specific and ginormous crush on specifically Cockney accents.
Wow. Wow, I can say with full confidence, chat, that I've known this hoe my whole life, and I didn't know that.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, you proud of that?
The reveal. I think that's very clearly an indicator that I need him.
Yeah, I think this man has rotted your brain to an extreme extent.
I'm crying already.
If you were around in the Paula Cracker era, you would have decked her ass and been like, nah, Me.
Me, bitch.
Because I ain't gonna cheat on him with no pickle, man.
100%, dude. Oh my god, he clears Murdoch so hard.
That's another thing that's important to consider, is that you want this man so bad that you would be willing to exist around that.
Yeah.
And that's saying something, because Murdoch is a monster.
Absolutely disgusting, abhorrent. We should probably do a tier list of all fictional characters we hate, but that's a topic for another time.
All the tiers, the top S rank tier is gonna be tolerable.
Yeah.
And the complete bottom tier is going to be, he needs to die. I will kill him myself.
Oh god, that's so true. That's so true. Okay, yes, I do absolutely need 2D in my life. The more I talk about him, the more apparent it becomes. I would put up with Murdoch.
I've managed to convince you further down this hole that you dug yourself with an industrial-sized fucking dirt shoveling device. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Well, I think we've talked enough about your obsession. You had to put him first.
Okay, I will say that's not my fault. This is alphabetical order. But he's deserving.
I see.
He is deserving of the first
He is
person
a 2.
to be here.
His name starts with a 2, and so I guess numbers do take priority.
He was one of my first crushes, so this is an apt beginning. All right, next we have this man.
Who
Ace
is
or
that?
Eyes? I'm not exactly sure yet how you pronounce his name, but he is from an up-and-coming dark romance visual novel game called Touch Starved that is still in development, but that I very much want to play when it comes out. He is one of the possible love interests, and I
love this art style.
The art style is gorgeous.
I think that the art is really lovely.
So, right off the bat, what do you think of this man? Before I even tell you what his personality is going to be.
I think that his eyes are eliciting this feeling that I should be concerned that he's going to want to breed.
He's got the breeder eyes.
He has breeder eyes. His eyes are saying breed, which is a little intimidating.
It's a little intimidating.
It's a mix, because it's like, damn, but also damn.
You're a little scared of him.
I'm a little intimidated, yeah, but he's hot.
So apparently from the previews I've seen, his personality is gonna be like kind of an asshole, and he's gonna be into the fact that you're kind of an asshole. The quote they give him is something like, "Insult me all you want, I happen to like your shitty attitude." I think that's the quote. So
Alana.
That's Shut up! Don't fucking say my name like that, like a disappointed mother.
What is this specimen of sadism that you've brought to my door? Offered it to me like a sweet little pie that you baked. This pie has thorns in it. It's got a knife. There's a knife hidden in the fucking pie.
If you didn't notice, he has horns. He is an actual demon.
No, I fucking noticed the horns.
He's an actual demon, because this is, I believe it's also going to be a slightly like monster romance. So,
like
demons, supernatural stuff, things like that.
And you just went, I like the one that's an asshole.
No, he's not the only one. He's not the only one. He's just the first one on this list.
Right.
He would actually be probably my second pick.
Okay, alright, well, I've gotten the vibe. I can't ask you a whole lot of questions because I don't know this character. Yeah, go ahead and gush about him.
I do just think that he is insanely hot. His design is really, really fucking good. I don't want to say flawless. There's very few characters that I would say are flawless, but his design is extremely good.
The art definitely gives him extra points when it comes to how attractive I find him, because looking at him, it definitely feels like the type of character where there are certain art styles that I would look at this character in and probably not be a big fan.
Mm-hmm.
But this art style, I feel, really encapsulates this kind of design well.
Yeah, the art is very nice. His color palette speaks to me. I love a red, white, and black moment. He's very hot. He's got eyeliner. I mean...
Eyeliner is a plus. Men, don't be afraid to wear eyeliner.
I don't love that he's an asshole. That is something that gives him less points. But also, in terms of fantasy, guys who are... the confidence that kind of bleeds into being an asshole is kind of hot, only in fantasy.
The fact that he's not real makes it better.
He's not real, so it's okay.
It's like, okay, I don't have to worry about this kind of shit, like, unless it actively happens in the story, devolving into, like, you know, dangerous ground.
Yes.
Like you would have the fear of a real person. Where it's like, okay, so are they acting like this because it's their quirky little character trait? Or are they acting like this because they have something seriously wrong with them and they're going to make sure that you suffer?
Exactly. Only in fiction would I ever go for a man like this with the personality that he is going to have.
So are you telling me that if 2D really existed, you'd be on that?
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
I would.
I will say it's impressive. I will say you're dedicated.
You know, I would have to overlook some things. The smoking would be a big problem for me, but for him, I would make that sacrifice.
For you, baby.
Absolutely. But this guy, I don't know very much about who he's going to be just yet. We only have the previews, but he's insanely hot. I'm going to say that he's garbage. No, he's a smash.
Ryan's
he's a smash for me. He's definitely not just cute. He's absolutely a smash. I would let him take me home.
You want him, but you don't know about commitment.
Yeah, I would not sacrifice things for him. All right, next, Aladdin.
Our boy.
A classic. A fucking classic Disney
Look at
man.
that fluffy hair.
God, the hair, like, this picture is just so gorgeous. I mean, he's a fucking gorgeous man. Also a childhood crush, but absolutely one today as well. He's fucking beautiful,
He has
man.
withstood the test of time.
He absolutely has. Absolutely. And he has a fucking heart of gold. He's a great guy. The worst thing about him is that he's a liar, but you also understand why he lied, so...
Yeah. But it does make you wonder if, you know, lying is something that he could use as an item of convenience whenever he's in a pickle. So it's like, oh, he does something and he doesn't want his partner to know about it, and the first thing that he thinks of is to lie without really thinking of the fact that he's lying, and then is oopsie poopsie later on. Now I gotta clear up this bullshit that I caused.
That is true, and I do think he would. So, you know, it's like he is a liar. I don't think he would lie out of malice, but like you said, it still would lie about things that he probably shouldn't. However, he's just such a classic crush, and like you said, he's withstood the test of time. But I've never been obsessed with him, so I don't need him.
We don't need Aladdin.
I think he's in the smash territory.
I was almost expecting cute, because Smash does still elicit like a greater level of interaction, like regular contact interaction with this type of character. Even if it's not like full type commitment, it's still a thing where it's like you're still likely to be at the receiving end of those lies.
I mean, here's the thing. If he was real and he wanted me, I would give him a shot, and I would genuinely try to make a healthy relationship with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I would absolutely smash. Like, that's a no-brainer. Most of these are going to be no-brain smashes. I think he definitely clears cute into smash. Maybe he's going to be like lower on the smash spectrum later down the line.
There might be some that trump him.
But that also begs the question, is he really behind the other guy or not? I think he's ahead of the other guy, honestly.
Personality-wise, it seems like he would be more tolerable. If you were to choose which one of those you would be in a room with, you would probably go for Aladdin first.
I would go with Aladdin. Like, I think the other guy is a little hotter in a visceral way.
But see, that's not what this tier list is.
That's
really
not what this tier
about.
list is about. Not really.
Because you're attracted to all of these characters.
Well,
attracted or have been attracted to.
Yes. Need that disclaimer. I'm not still attracted to some of these characters. You will see, and you will understand why certain ones later on.
God, you.
Moving on. Alejandro from Total Drama.
Oh, God.
Toxic as fuck. Jesus Christ, this man is so toxic. What are your thoughts on Alejandro?
Okay, so, unfortunately, my opinion on Alejandro is extremely limited because I did not watch enough Total Drama Island to really see this character interact. But what I think is that, first of all, I'm pretty sure, from my initial reaction when you brought this fucking cretin out, I'm not a fan of this guy. I know that he is an asshole, as are most of the characters. Honestly, you pull out any Total Drama Island character on me, and I'm good. That's gonna be my initial reaction is, oh, damn. The entire vibe that I am getting from this guy is not great. And there's so many ways I could describe it, but because there's so many ways to describe it, I cannot find the words. I'm feeling the ick from looking at him.
Oh, damn, he gives you the ick.
He is giving me the ick.
Okay, well.
Alright, defend yourself.
He's hot.
I can't agree. Yeah, he has an attractive character design.
He's definitely the most attractive one on Total Drama. Mm-hmm. At least the most attractive guy. Alejandro is definitely hot, but that's pretty much the only thing about him. There is fucking nothing else redeemable about this asshole. He's just hot. That's it. That's all there is to this crush.
If he's only hot, are we sure that he is going to crawl his way out of the garbage tier? Because I'm smelling some stank.
He definitely does not make it out of garbage tier.
You are at the bottom, my guy.
If I met this guy in real life at a bar or something, I probably wouldn't even be able to stand him enough for a one-night stand.
And how old is Alejandro in canon?
In canon, well, he's 16 when he first is introduced, but a couple years pass over the course of the show. So, like,
I see. Okay.
You know that by like the 4th season, they're all pretty much 18.
Right, especially if they're the original characters.
Yeah.
Maybe if they're newer ones that get added on.
Ones, yeah, I think the newer ones are still like 16.
Because I was about to say, if he's still 16, then I would have brought up the point of, like, if you were seriously going to try and date this as a teenager, this is the kind of guy that just ruins a person's outlook on relationships entirely. He is the pressuring you to do things you do not want to do guy.
No, 100% the biggest part of his whole thing when he first shows up is that he's manipulating all of the girls through his good looks and charms. So if I dated a guy like this when I was 16, he would make me kill myself.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, you're not escaping the allegations of garbage tier.
But, like I said, if I met him as an adult at a bar, I probably wouldn't even be able to stand his personality long enough to go home with him. Yeah, he's supposed to be able to, like, charm your pants off, but that only works if you're easily charmed and if you're not jaded by guys who have done that before.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah, you're done. Alejandro, you're done. Bye.
Okay, this is what I could get behind.
Alan.
He look at him. Look at that form. Look at that shape. He's red. He's slender. He's vaguely banana angled. He's got that nice blue tie that's actually not wrinkled in this picture, which is a big win for him. He's got the long fingers, and I know. Just I'm just gonna say it right now. And he canonically he fucks.
Canonically he fucks, and he fucks well. Yeah,
canonically he fucks well, unless. The Smiling Friends spoilers! Wee woo. Smiling Friends, specifically Alan's Big Adventure spoilers. If you haven't seen it, literally, why are you still here? Go watch it, come back. It's like 10 fucking minutes. You have the time. Anyway, welcome back. Unless that girl that he was sleeping with in that episode was just gassing him up because I have a theory that she was part of the expenditures of the landlord, all of that money that he spent for that big scheme. I have a theory that she was a part of that scheme in some way.
That is a theory, because the landlord did say everything that happened in the last 24 hours was part of his plan, which includes the night before.
There is a possibility that he's not a sex god, but if she somehow was not a part of that plan and she just happened to be some chick he hooks up with, then like, heyo.
Considering all of the characters, I like some of them. They have certain energies about them, and Alan has good dick energy.
And he has the fuck me eyes.
He is. I feel. Did you say he has the fuck me eyes?
Yes. Look at him.
He does.
Look at that gaze. I need a front-facing Alan on screen right now, as close as you can get it. I want you to feel his gaze. Now, I will bring up an issue. I will bring up an issue that is actually quite apparent just from his short interaction with that lady. He seems very emotionally withdrawn from relationships with other people.
Yeah, he's not attentive at all.
Yeah, which very well could be a product of like, okay, these characters are my fucking coworkers, and this lady is just some bitch I hooked up with. So there's no real reason for him to be very emotionally invested. But if we're using the basis of, you know, how we view him in terms of attraction by how we've seen him interact, then he would definitely be the type of character that's like, yeah, we can hook up, but honestly, I don't want to commit to you.
Yeah, I feel like that's the case. And, you know, thinking about it, like, I don't think Alan is someone I could be in a relationship for a very long time. Maybe knowing how I am and knowing how he is in the show, maybe we'd make it a year. And then we wouldn't be able to stand each other.
I do really love his voice, though.
His voice is really good, and his delivery is awesome. Like, the voice is a big part of it, too. Like, I fucking love the way he talks.
Hands down, Alan has made me laugh, like, more than any other fucking character.
Oh, I was gonna say, so when I first started watching Smiling Friends, Pim was my favorite, because I think he's just so cute and wholesome and sweet. I will say, as I've watched more and more of the show and more clips, I think Alan is my favorite now.
Yes! Come over to the Alan side! I've been here since day one! Yeah!
His standalone episode, I think, is what really did it.
You get to see so much of his character.
Yeah, it's like a perfect episode.
Alright, Alan, where do you get to be?
I think he also makes it into Smash territory. Probably here. Lower than Aladdin.
Deserved. Yeah, because Aladdin is still a genuinely good guy, and Aladdin would still care a lot for you.
I would have more issues with Alan.
Alan is kind of like, whatever.
Alright, next. Alucard from Castlevania.
Goody. Yeah.
He's gorgeous. I mean, literally drop dead gorgeous because he's a vampire.
He is voguing always.
He is serving cunt. He's serving fuck me now. I mean, he's just so fucking hot and gorgeous and elegant.
But
and
he
cool.
has major daddy issues. And
Major
frankly,
daddy
mommy issues too. Well,
mommy issues.
Not quite mommy issues, but still, mommy died.
Mommy died. He has mental problems. He has depression, probably. I have only watched the first season and a little bit of season 2, like the first couple episodes. So I know that he's massively lonely and depressed. I don't know how he gets later on. Yeah, you know, for him, I would deal with the mental issues. I would deal with the daddy problems.
Baby, come be mentally ill with me.
Yes, exactly. We could be mentally ill together. I think he is genuinely a good guy, a good person. He helped take down his father, so...
Mm-hmm.
I really like and respect Alucard as a character. I think he stands on his principles, and he's a fucking badass.
He has L'Oreal Paris in his fucking roots. Like, he doesn't need to condition, it just happens naturally, baby.
Absolutely. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna move A's or I's or however you say his name down to cute, now that I'm thinking about it. He doesn't measure up to these other two, and just he's cute, he's hot, I would smash, but I don't know much about his personality. Anyway, Alucard. as hot as he is, and as much as I would put up with his mental issues, I don't have like a burning desire for him.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like he's more of the kind of guy that I would want in real life.
Yeah, like if he shows up and he's like, come take Adderall with me.
Oh, I would. It would probably fuck me up, but I would. But in fiction, he's not one that I'm like that's gotten stuck in my head, let me say. He doesn't quite make it up to Smash. I think he's in cute, but he's definitely ahead of Demon Boy.
He has he has plenty of redeemable qualities, but there's not really anything, that makes him stand out, that makes him leave a lasting impression in the mind.
That is very true. Like, Alan has gotten stuck in my head.
Alan has started paying rent in there.
Alan is paying rent. He's very good at it, very punctual. He always pays the correct amount
2D
on time.
owns the home for now.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, Alucard is someone that I pretty much only think about when I'm watching the show or when he pops up somewhere online. But he's good. He's also a very good choice, and I would kiss him in real life.
And give him mini kisses. Goodbye, Alucard.
Next is Anakin Skywalker.
Oh, fucking God.
And this is where I have to make the disclaimer that yes, there are some live action people on here, very, very few, but I've kept it down to only the people whose character I'm crushing on, not because of their actor, but because of the character themselves. I'm not crushing on Hayden Christensen, as much as I think he's a good actor.
You okay, Hayden, but this ain't about you.
Yeah. I like Anakin. I don't know if I can really pinpoint exactly what it is.
It's fucking trauma.
Cause he is.
That is a mistake waiting to happen.
It is. If you've seen Star Wars, you know it's a mistake waiting to happen.
You are not wise to pursue this man.
I'm not. No, absolutely not. I'll be fully honest about that. He is a very like awkward character. Not boyfriend material, really.
I am kind of surprised that you didn't use one of his iterations where he was actually like drawn.
No,
I'm surprised that you went steadfast with the prequels.
Yeah, I do prefer the live action just in general. I mean he's pretty much the same character no matter what you watch, but I do like Hayden Christensen. He's a handsome guy, and his appearance does add to the crush.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I don't think I'd be into Anakin if it was just the animated version.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he would do it for me, but he just barely pushes it over the edge into crush zone. Personality wise, Anakin Skywalker is
a dumpster fire.
A fuck ton of red flags.
He's a good person that just really couldn't catch a break, and at the end of the day, his intrusive thoughts won. They won, and they won for a long time. Eventually, he figures it out, and he realizes, damn, I fucked up. But, genocide is kind of a big deal. Killing kids, it's pretty fucked up.
Oh yeah, the younglings, obviously. I also have to point out that he did kill his own one true love. So, yeah, there's the danger. The danger on my life. He's fine, but he's a very mild crush, I will say. Like he like some of his vibe, and he's cute. Yeah, I will say I never had a crush on him for a while. I think what pushed it over the edge was when I joined Tumblr and I started looking around stuff. I started seeing a lot of posts and fan art about Anakin specifically, and I don't know. That just kind of like it just made me think about his character. He wormed his way in. It ignited a little flame. Let me say that wasn't there before. So where are we thinking Blue Boy? I think he's mid. Okay, that's about what I expected. But he's gonna be like bottom of mid. Yeah, like close to garbage. Now I know technically Moved On is the next tier, but technically Mid and Moved On are kind of equally in front of garbage. Because garbage is for a character that sucks. Moved On is just for a character that we've grown apart from. I think that's all I can say about Anakin. Anakin, I don't want to look at you anymore. Aridin. Oh, God. From Baldur's Gate 3. You're gonna be saying that a lot.
Okay, yeah, no, spoiler, me and my sister have pretty big differences in our taste in men.
Yeah.
She's afflicted with a case of the straights, and that means that a lot of the men she is attracted to somehow just kind of suck.
Yeah. God, that's true. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have any other options, okay? I'm stuck with what I...
You're just like, oh man, I only like men, and you single out some of the worst. Some of the
Sorry, man.
Diabolically awful, and you're just like, oh my god, I need him.
Okay, but listen, I'm kind of a bitch, so I kind of gravitate to other bitches.
And then when you bitch at each other, then it's so much fire in one place.
I'm passionate, okay?
You're deadly.
It's just because I'm a Scorpio, anyway.
Alright, okay.
See, okay, Aridin falls into the accent camp. His accent is so sloppy, and I fucking love it.
Oh god, I have never in my life... I have never in my life heard that string of words in the way that you just strung them. His accent is sloppy, and that's why you need him. You can blame 2D for this one, because his accent, it might not be Cockney, but I swear 2D has literally rotted your brain.
He did. His accent, Aridin's accent, is so heavy and sloppy. He strings all his fucking words together. He sounds like he's drunk. But I fucking love that. I don't know. I can't help it.
Okay. Then I'm gonna bring up the what everybody is waiting for. His personality
sucks. He's an awful guy from the moment you see him on screen. He's a terrible person. He's immediately wanting to throw hands with everybody and anybody, including you.
Very hostile.
Very hostile. But his accent fucks, and he's gorgeous.
He is very much giving that like Greek, you know.
Yes, audience, if you haven't watched our Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough, go watch it right now. I say in that very playthrough, he gives me Hercules vibes. He's a very beautiful man.
Yeah.
But his personality sucks. He's garbage. His
personality sucks. The fact... Okay, guys, I want you to zoom in on the tier list real quick. I just need you to look long and hard at the fact that this guy is lower in the tier than a guy who committed genocide. That let's just take a moment to let's say appreciate that is the reality of this right now. So just remember, if you think that women won't date you because you've killed a few people, don't you worry. That's not the cause. It's because you're a dick. For legal reasons, that is a fucking joke.
No, he's actually in Smash.
Oh no! I would probably put him in mid because
you would put him in mid.
You know, he's an asshole, but he's not Alejandro levels of look, we can also bring up the fact that Alejandro has not committed genocide, but you know, he also shows no remorse for his actions where Anakin did.
Yes. So. Okay, no, actually.
For realsies this time.
Aridin, he's new. He's a new crush. He's from Baldur's Gate. If I really think about it, comparing him to all the other men on this list.
Because remember, we can't factor in too much of just like, oh, they're this attractive, because you're attracted to every single one of these characters.
Not every single one, but pretty much, yes, that is.
Me looking, I think we know which one you're thinking of when you say that.
Don't look ahead. Close your eyes.
They are wide open.
Yes, many of these men are, they're just completely gorgeous, obviously. But factoring in everything, I think he's here, legitimately. He's not as good as Alucard at all. Alucard's personality clears his for sure. This guy's an actual demon, and I don't quite know exactly how shitty he's gonna be. Aridin, I think Aridin's
He's just
hotter
a desperate
than him.
guy who's pissed at the world right now. And he's kinda xenophobe.
Yeah, and honestly, I think even looks-wise, I am attracted to Aridin more than the demon guy. So that's where he goes. He goes in cute. He is cute. You're cute, sir. He would hate
Alright,
that.
Aridin. You get to be cute. You have hung out with Alejandro in the garbage for a moment, got to be with the big boys up in Smash for like a good few seconds, and now you're where you belong. Alright, so Aridin, get out of here.
Aridin, get out of here. You're not welcome anymore. Bye.
Get out of here.
Bankotsu.
Oh.
From Inuyasha.
One of the few that I am an apologist for.
He is insanely hot. And he's a bad boy through and through.
Yeah, he is really hot.
That's pretty much it, honestly. He's just super hot and bad. He's a baddie.
But he is a misogynist. Or at least seems to be.
Yeah.
There's not a hard confirmation, because pretty much all we got was his treatment of Kagome. However, his treatment of Kagome was pretty bad.
I mean, if his treatment of Kagome is the teller, then my treatment of Kagome would also have to be the teller, because I don't really like her either.
Oh my god.
I guess I'm a misogynist, guys. I mean, he's from the feudal era, so misogyny runs deep in pretty much everyone's veins.
Hard not to find a guy who ain't got a little bit of that woman hating in him. However, he's very loyal to those he does care about.
That is true. As far as crushes go, he's pretty low on the scale.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely mid.
He's mid, because it's like, yeah, you're hot and a bad boy, but that's
it.
Kind of it as far as redeeming qualities.
That is pretty much it. He's higher than Anakin only because Anakin's a very, very small crush. He like just passes the threshold of being a crush at all. Bankotsu's a little like he's hotter. Well, the genocide the genocide is not much of a factor here, okay? That was probably the shortest ranking so far. Bilious. From Taylor Tales, and if you haven't seen our Taylor Tales playthrough, please go watch it. It's not finished yet, but it is very funny, if I may plug myself. I love Bilious. He is very sweet and kind and polite. Not very talkative, not very open, but he is genuinely a sweet guy. He's very shy, and that's very cute.
And he's got an earring, that's pretty cool.
He's just a cutie. He's in cute.
Yeah!
He's definitely above Aridin for sure. I think he's also above Alucard. I am more endeared to him than I am to Alucard, so he is at the very top of cute.
Okay, I can see it.
Very nice. I like his eyes. His eyes are a very pretty color.
And he has his titties out. Bonus.
Yeah, he has half his titties out. That's always a plus. Lena has good taste. She's got this man wrapped around her finger. I wish that was me. Anyway. Next. Kane.
Oh.
Also from Taylor Tales. He is less than Bilious, but
now,
he's still very cute.
Is this the version of Kane that is not his like real version?
I guess it's just in general, because we're only doing one route so far, so we don't fully know how he's going to be in his own story, but I feel like his personality is going to be similar. Maybe he's going to be a little more of a dick in his own story, considering what it's about.
I can see it.
But right now I'm just going off of how he is in James's story.
Mm-hmm.
I do like him a lot. We do simp for him a lot.
He's very loyal.
He is. He's above Aridin for sure, but I don't think he surpasses Alucard. He's very cute, he's very likable, but he's a little more obnoxious. And I don't vibe well with obnoxious.
Yeah.
Okay, man, these ones are going fast now. These are easy. Next.
Just watch till we get to that quadruped I see down there.
Okay, shut up. I said stop looking ahead, close your fucking eyes. Next is Kale Tucker.
That's a choice.
From Titan AE, a fucking hidden gem of a movie.
Now, yeah, that is a fucking pull, man. I hated the food in that show so much.
The food was nasty.
It looked so inedible.
The food was nasty, but you know who was a snack through it all?
Oh!
Kale.
Oh!
He's hot. He is definitely a guy that I could see myself hooking up with, being, see him just anywhere and be like, oh, he is hot.
I will say, I don't personally think that this screenshot does him a grand justice.
I mean,
I feel like, I don't know, personally, I look at this and I'm like, I do remember him being attractive, but I look at this, I'm like, kinda looks like Flash Thompson.
Do you need me to go look for a different picture so you can more properly get on my side here?
I might need to, if you want me to sympathize with you, I think I'm gonna need, something more. Oh my god, he looks like such a dork in that one.
I mean, he's getting hotter.
That's a pretty good one, yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. That I feel like shows off more of what I remember him looking at, like.
Okay, so, yeah, he's a really handsome guy. And in the actual movie, he's kind of a dick too, but at the end of the day, he's a hero.
Wow, real shocker that a dick would be in your list.
Shut up. And he is a pretty stand-up guy, all things considered. Like, he definitely gets better as the movie progresses. He kind of just has angst issues at the start. But he's definitely a guy that, like, I could hang with him. His dickishness is pretty much on my level.
Yeah.
I would vibe with Kale for sure.
Right.
That, and as a kid, I mean, he's an adult, so this is definitely a current crush. But even as a kid, that scene where the love interest
floating on the table
is working on him, on the table, and the towel falls off. Yeah. That definitely connected some dots in my child brain when I was like,
your child brain was like
11,
whoa.
12. Yeah. It was like, whoa. I don't think he's not Smash. He's never been in my brain that much. But every time,
he's cute.
He is cute. He's hot. I would definitely vibe with him. I would go home with him if I met him in real life. He's a pretty cool guy. I don't know if he clears
the battle.
Bilious.
We come back to that. You just place him where you feel like for that. We'll.
I think Bilious is 1 pixel higher than him.
Just by a hair's breadth, everyone.
Yes, I think so. Okay. Next is Cecil. I think from Uda no Prince Sama, I'm pretty sure. I never watched the anime.
Oh, okay. Literally all I know of this anime is from a fucking AMV.
Yes.
Where I saw them dancing. And that is it.
I think he's just like a generally nice guy. Gorgeous. I really love his character design. The like tan skin, dark hair, and bright fucking stare into your soul eyes.
Tall, dark, and handsome.
Ugh. I love it. I love that. I love the dark hair and light eyes combo.
But that's really all he has going.
That's really all he has.
Is that you find him really cute.
Yeah, because I never watched the show, so I don't know how he is in action, which really can only put him in cute.
I would go so far as to say mid, because you don't really know anything about his personality, so there's not really that factor.
His design is doing a lot of heavy lifting, because putting him next to Bankotsu doesn't feel right. He is generally on a similar level to Demon Boy, where I love his design, but I don't know much about him. I think Demon Boy's slightly hotter.
Okay.
Just because he's got demon qualities.
Yeah,
so that adds
the demon
to
qualities do a lot.
But I like him.
Okay, the one we've all been waiting for.
No, I don't want to move on yet. I feel like...
No, we've all been waiting for it. They're eager. They want to know what's up with that. They see it down at the bottom. They're like, why is that there? Why is that? Are you a furry? Is it, what is that?
I feel like putting Cecil in mid would have been disrespectful. Alright, fucking fine. We'll move on.
Yeah! It's a fucking saber-tooth lion! Yeah!
I'm willing to dunk on myself, but also I will heavily disclaim, Diego from Ice Age is purely 100% strictly a weird childhood crush. very cursed. Very cursed. This is like 6 years old, doesn't even really understand those feelings yet. Just sees that this tiger is cool as fuck. He has a nice voice. He is a widely beloved character. He's probably like everybody's favorite from that franchise.
And he's so shiny. Look at that coat.
Absolutely nothing for me anymore. Definitely, probably.
You have moved on from this kitty cat.
I've absolutely moved on. He's probably my most embarrassing one.
See, I kind of had a similar thing with Simba.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, he got that L'Oreal Paris made.
Yeah, I mean, and you know what? I don't think as like I say he's my most embarrassing one, but honestly, I have no fucking shame at this point. As a kid, I will defend myself. As a kid, you don't even really understand a crush yet, let alone the implications of who you have a crush on. We've all had them. We've all had a one or two weird cursed childhood crushes. Unless you're fully Arrow Ace and you never have, in which case you avoid so much bullshit.
Don't worry, you're really not missing out on anything. If people try to convince you that you're like, oh man, you know what's wrong with me, you're fine.
Yeah, honestly, from a straight woman, look at this tier list. You're not missing out. All right, next. Double D is also a childhood crush, and he like barely scrapes the line over crush, because even as a kid, I was never like drawn to him in a completely crush way. It was always very subtle, very faint. I would say it just barely counts. I've fully moved on.
It's like one of those things where you're just like, he's kind of one of the more decent just characters in general.
He is.
A lot of those kids are worse than Double D.
Yeah. And if you're a kid and you're starting to get crush-like feelings for fictional characters, then Double D is a pretty good pick from that entire show.
Yeah, it's better than getting a crush on Eddie.
Yeah, and see, I even considered Kevin as well, but he doesn't quite clear the line. Double D, he's a good character, so he's earned his spot, but he's very easy to move on from. He's better than the tiger, though, because he's actually a person.
Bye, Double D.
All right, Duncan from Total Drama.
Oh, boy.
Kind of a guilty crush, I guess.
Like, you feel a little bad about this one.
I feel a little bad about this one. He's, honestly, the unibrow is what throws it off, but dark hair, bright-ass eyes.
And a tan.
He's a bad boy. He's funny. Okay, he's just funny and cool.
And he actually doesn't do too terribly with Gwen.
No, he doesn't. He has a sweet side. Really, like, Courtney brings out the fucking worst in him.
God, him and Courtney is so fucking bad.
So bad, so toxic. But he did show, with the short time he was shown on screen with Gwen, that he can be a genuinely good boyfriend if he is genuinely into you and you're not a fucking freak.
Yeah. But he also has fucking issues and seems to be incapable of really accepting something healthy.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if he was better written, I feel like he would have stuck with the good boyfriend angle. Bad boy, but good boyfriend. Mm-hmm. They did ruin his character completely later on just because they wanted to break them up, but that's a whole other issue. Mm-hmm. In general, he's just cool. He's kind of a dick, but I feel like I could vibe, and that's one of the things that draws me in.
When has a guy being a dick ever stopped you?
Shut up. I'm kind of a dick, okay? I can't stand here like, I want a nice, sweet, wholesome guy, while
You would break it.
I'm fully, like, kind of a bitchy person, I can admit that. So maybe I deserve a guy who's kind of a bitch, too.
Match your energy.
He's got to match my energy, man. But I will say he's mid. Definitely, like, compared to some of the other Total Drama guys, there's definitely better picks. He feels right next to Bankotsu.
Yeah, they're hanging out.
Yeah, but he's definitely a better person than Bankotsu, so there you go. He's like a C+.
Thanks, Duncan.
Bye, Duncan.
Alright, go back to suffering on the island for eternity.
Alright, Aaron.
Who is this handsome god of a man sitting here and smiling with
Who is this man? Do you want to explain who this man is? Because he doesn't exist yet, technically.
Okay, so for everybody who is unaware of what I am this guy's creator. So this man is named Eron, Eron, and he is a golem from a story that I am writing called Inae's Grand Adventures, in which he serves as one of the main companions.
He's a sexy rock man.
He's a sexy rock man. He is 7 feet 2 inches tall.
A fucking powerhouse of a person.
An absolute powerhouse, an absolute sweetheart, and a little bit immature.
And kinda dumb. Probably the biggest plus about him, he is a himbo.
He is a himbo.
We all love a himbo. I love him. I'm obsessed with him. I'm obsessed with him in a way where I changed the canon of part of his story, and I won't spoil what it is, but I do love him a lot. So he's definitely in Smash.
Okay.
I never became obsessed with him enough to need him, but he's definitely a Smash. He's definitely got in my head, and he's definitely a recurring figure in my crushes, in my brain. He's above Aladdin.
Wow, thank you so much. I feel honored.
He's the top of Smash so far. Oh boy, get ready.
Oh boy. Yeah, I see it.
Gale fucking Dicarios of fucking Waterdeep. I need this man very badly.
Wow, that was quick. That was fast. Woo.
Again, watch our Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. I fucking love Gale so much. He is everything that I want in a man, in a partner, in a character. He's above 2D.
Wow. What? What? I need some gasps from the crowd. I need the crowd to be gasping right now at this monumental usurpation of the title crown.
Yes, it absolutely is. He has overthrown a man who was my crush for almost 20 years.
Wow.
Almost 20 years I've been obsessed with 2D.
Just under 2 decades.
Yes, just under 2 decades of being in love with 2D. And Gale has cleared him already.
Wow.
Gale has way more qualities that I would want in a man. Pretty much everything about him is perfect. I know I've seen like some slightly spoilery things. I've been trying to avoid them.
We haven't gotten super far into BG3. Let's we're still in Act 1, guys. Bear with us.
We're still in Act 1. I've been trying to avoid spoilers, but it's inevitable. I'm gonna see some stuff. So I know that
the game's been out for a little while.
Yeah, I know he has issues. I know he's mental illness, but you know what? So do I. I can vibe. We could support each other.
Your crazy match is my crazy. Let's have weird magic sex.
He's mentally ill in a way that endears me. And that's probably not a good thing to say, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's true. And I'll stand by it. I very much need this man. I was obsessed with him from the first moment we met him.
Even if that means that he has to eat your enchanted shoes.
Yes, he can have all of my beloved possessions if he needs them. If it means keeping him alive and not succumbing to whatever the fuck it is he has going on, I would let him eat my house. I picked him before we even played the game, because I knew about some of the characters, and he was the one that I picked that I was like, oh yeah, he's gonna be my favorite for sure.
You took one look at him and you were like,
I took one look at him, and the second he introduced...
It was either him or Will, let's be real.
Yes, it was. It definitely was. I also really liked Will at first sight. But Gale fucking got me. He got me. From the second he introduced himself and he started listing off some of his interests, I was like, oh yeah, you're mine, I'm yours, let's fucking do this.
The Rizzard of Waterdeep.
He is a Rizzard for sure. For me, 100%. And also, not a bad person.
Not a bad
my top pick, number 1.
Wow, that's baby girl right there.
He is 100% baby girl. I don't know if there's anyone else on this list who will be higher than him. We'll have to see. He's definitely number 1, and he's going to be really difficult to beat.
Put a little crown on his head because He is king of the hill right now.
But regrettably, we must move on from my perfect man.
Bye, Gale.
Gray.
Oh.
From Taylor Tales. I fell in love with him at first sight. I don't believe in love at first sight, but he's got it. We don't know anything about him yet. We have not done his route, nor has he shown up in James's route at all. He is very, very, like, instantly attractive. The bright hair and bright eyes works for me. He looks like he could steal my soul, but I'd be okay with it.
Discount vampire.
Yes, discount vampire. He seems from the preview of his story that he might kind of be a little bit of a dick too, but in a fun way and more agreeable. But I don't really know anything about him, and he's pretty much on the same level as Cecil. It feels disrespectful to put him next to Duncan.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's here.
Mm-hmm.
Not much to say about Gray, unfortunately. We'll get to him eventually.
One day, Gray. One day.
Next.
Hey! Hey!
Cowboy.
Literally.
Hatsuharu from Fruits Basket. He's just the one I like the most out of all the boys who can turn into animals. I like him the most. I don't like how young he is, but I really love his design.
His design is great.
The half white, half black hair really does it.
Mm-hmm.
And I like his personality too. He's a cool dude.
Mm-hmm.
This fit works for him.
Yeah. Despite the fact that his normal style is very, like, goth punk.
Honestly, I love a goth punk, so...
It's a very good aesthetic.
He's in cute for sure. But he's pretty low, because he's never, like, I only ever think about him if we're watching Fruits Basket.
Mm-hmm.
So he's... Where is he? I'll put him here, because I like his design.
Mm-hmm.
But that's pretty much it. Okay. Hercules.
Hercules!
The actual Hercules, not Eridan's discount Hercules looking ass. Disney's Hercules. I mean, look at him. He's a big, buff, gorgeous man. Blue eyes. I love a blue eye. He's sweet and kind and wholesome and heroic. He is also naive. He is kind of dumb. But he loves unconditionally. He's a very trusting man.
I don't have a ton to rebuttal on him. I mean, there is the aspect of that bit of arrogance and rushing in before really thinking about things and, like, falling hard and quick. Even if there's, you know, it's like, whoa, man, you, like, calm down. You met her like a minute ago.
That is true. However, I would be okay with that. I would be okay with Hercules falling for me very quickly. I'd be fine with that. He's, there's not really many downsides to him, honestly. Like, he can be impulsive.
And he's very strong. But, well, he did get it under control. That's true. He went through a whole training arc to control his strength so that he's not just accidentally breaking things.
Yeah, he did used to be super clumsy, but he got it under control. I mean, he's with Megara, who's just skinny as a stick. So if he can manage not to break her, then he can manage not to break me. 18-year-old Hercules, which this is 18-year-old Hercules after his training. There's really, I don't think, any downsides to him besides him just being too trusting. Maybe he would get scammed, but
yeah.
If he was with me, he wouldn't get scammed. I'd shut that shit down real quick.
You'd be his lioness.
He honestly, I feel like he deserves Smash. He deserves Smash.
He deserves Smash.
Yeah, he deserves Smash. He doesn't get stuck in my head like Alan has, but he deserves
Alan
Smash.
Is in there like a brainworm.
Yeah. But Hercules deserves to be up there. He definitely does. Husband material.
Mm-hmm.
Next. Isaac. Also from Castlevania.
Isaac. What a great choice.
Thank
totally
you.
Not
No,
mentally.
I'm gonna take...
I mean, he is.
No,
he's...
You better say that genuinely. I swear to God, I will fucking fight you.
Okay. I have mixed feelings on Isaac. I
Really?
love him. I really do. Like, he's great. But
Tell me your drawbacks.
my drawback is that I feel like his ideals blind him.
Uh-huh.
He is very much clouded by the prospect of, like, I have to do them worse than they did me. which, you know, I understand revenge plot lines, and I'm not, you know, against, like, you know, if somebody made you suffer, you know, fuck them. But he also kind of does this in a way where he's become, like, over time, he gets more and more cynical about it, to where he really stops caring about people who are innocent, and just is like, well, you know, fuck the lot of them, you know?
Uh-huh.
He hits that, like, I'm a necromancer now, and this is what I am now. And if anybody stands in my way, they die.
Counterpoint. I can vibe with that.
Counterpoint. I don't care.
Honestly, kind of true, because, like I said, I've only watched a couple episodes into the second season, so I don't know how far he goes into that. I don't know anything that he does past a certain point, but I do know from the first season.
Which is why it's hard for me to talk about him in any sense of, you know, the way, because there's certain things that I don't know if you've gotten to. So I don't want to, you know, just give it away.
I've seen him kill and resurrect people. And I've seen, like, the conversation he had with the older guy about his views and his beliefs and ideals. I'm gonna say, even after hearing, like, the speech that the older guy gives him about compassion and all that shit, I'm still on Isaac's side.
See, this is why I say that my feelings for Isaac are very mixed, because it's easy to understand where he's coming from. And there are, in a lot of senses, the way I'm like, you know what, fuck it, you know, he's right, but, like, there's still that part of me that's like, well, I can't fully agree with that.
It's just not right.
No, I'm okay. Look.
Fucking noble
if I was to have an alignment, my alignment would be chaotic good. I can't help it.
I mean, I guess that's fair.
His alignment doesn't match mine.
I fully understand why he does what he does, why he feels the way he does, and I honestly...
He's written well for a neutral evil. He
really is, and I kind of, like, agree with him throughout at least the first season, that, like, humans suck, and really, he's one of the characters where he says, like, I hate humans, I think they all deserve to die, and I'm like, respect, I agree.
Right. See, my thing is, like, if he becomes the second Dracula with that kind of thinking, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that is a point. I get it. After seeing his backstory, seeing the way he still punishes himself in the modern day of when the story is set, made me cry. It's so sad and tragic. And it was the world and the people in his life who did that to him, because he had compassion and love when he was a kid, and that was beaten out of him. So I get him, I understand him, I support him. He's very high on this list. Also, he's fucking gorgeous. Like, look at him.
He is. He's such a beautiful
God,
man.
He's so fucking pretty. He's better than Hector. I don't really like Hector, honestly. He's kind of a little bitch. Isaac is a fucking badass.
Oh yeah, out of the two of them, always, if you asked me to choose, it would always fucking be Isaac.
It's gotta be Isaac. He's so fucking cool. Where is he? He's definitely in Smash.
Guilty pleasure guy.
He's just a pleasure guy for me. I don't feel guilty about it. He's there. Because again, he hasn't gotten stuck in my head, but I like him a lot. Moving on. Jack Spicer. From Shaolin Showdown.
Yeah, he existed on our wall.
Okay, story time. Jack Spicer is the OG. He is the very first crush I ever had in my life when I was like 5 years old or something.
Dude, it was so long ago that I wasn't really old enough to even form lasting memories of any of the characters from this fucking show.
It was a very, very long time ago, 20 years ago.
My most vivid memories of these characters are the potato people drawings we did on our bedroom wall when we were younger.
Yes, that is the story of my crush.
Of you getting married to him.
My crush on Jack Spicer. He was the very first character I ever had a crush on, to the point where I drew a little 5-year-old potato drawing of myself marrying him on our bedroom wall. He is an OG, kind of a guilty crush today, because looking back, he's a fucking idiot. He's extremely incompetent. I like his design still. I think his design is cool, but he's just kind of a loser.
And do you still harbor any feelings for him, or do you think you've moved on?
I have moved on. I've moved on from Drac Spicer. I do like his design still. If he was an adult character in an adult show with this design and was more of a competent villain, then he probably would still be a crush today. He would probably count, but
kids show character with kid show character qualities.
Yes, exactly. Very, very kid crush coded. Definitely moved on from him. But he is the OG, so I gotta put respect on his name for that.
Respect on the name.
Alright, next.
I can't. Every time I look at fucking Diego.
Shut up! Stop looking at Diego. I'm gonna put a black square over him in editing so the audience can't look at him anymore.
No, make them stare. Make him huge, make him massive, make him cover the whole screen, make him have his own special Diego cam in the corner.
I'm gonna stretch him out so he covers the rest of the moved on tier list. Okay, Jameis, also from Taylor Tales. Again, if you've watched our series, you know how I feel about this man. Brain rot, 100% brain rot for Jameis. I need him.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
He's not a good person for the majority of your story with him.
He has potential.
He has potential. He's getting better, but it's an extremely slow burn.
An extremely difficult process.
It really is. It really is.
He fights it. With every fiber of his being, he fights against the chemistry.
He does. He fights it. He's a jerk. Borderline, if this was real life, he'd be borderline abusive. I would not be borderline. With it.
No, he would just be abusive. There's no border to line. It's there. It's clear. It's cut. It's bold. It's in italics.
He's definitely abusive at the start. Mm-hmm. In terms of him getting better, he gets better.
He does.
His personality is a very acquired taste.
It is difficult.
He is difficult. You have to overlook a lot of things to be into him. His appearance carries so hard.
Wow, I'm surprised you didn't get the phased version of him.
I would have, but I don't know, this picture I think sums up, this is how you see him for most of the game. And I did pick an image specifically with his long hair, because I like his long hair the most. I think his haircuts don't do him justice. They do lower him on the scale. But yes, when he phases, he has blue eyes, he has blue fucking tattoo markings, he's even sexier. When we first started playing Taylor Tales, and for a good while after, he stuck so hard in my brain. He actually gave me brain rot. I would say he's the first character I can actually apply that term to. In terms of, like, he is a toxic motherfucker, but I need him very badly.
He is in there, and he's not paying rent. He is squatting.
He is. He cannot be moved. He's a boulder in my brain. He is less than 2D though, because 2D is a better person. If I had to pick one of them in real life, I would go with 2D. So he doesn't clear him, thankfully, but I do need him. I'm glad the tier list got bigger because you can't see spoilers now. Alright, well, Jameis, he definitely earned his spot. I need him very badly, even though he kind of sucks.
Get him off of my screen.
James! From Pokemon!
Alright, well, can you get past the cross-dressing, Miss Strady?
Oh, well, obviously. You kidding me? That's a plus.
Respect. See, I had to ask, because, you straights.
Shut up. No, don't you fucking dare. Don't you dare capitalize those letters. I am not a straight TM. How fucking dare you?
It's STR8. Okay, so go ahead. Sell James to me.
Sell James. He is fun. He's cool. He's whimsical. He's not very competent, but he's just very fun. Like, he has great energy. He's super upbeat. I think he could be a good guy.
He's down for whatever.
He's cool. He's the fun one. And I would be the downer. I think I could vibe with him pretty well. I mean, that's kind of like the most of it. He's just a really fun guy. He's cool. He's whimsical. He is, where is he? He's in cute. Again, mid feels disrespectful.
And you haven't quite moved on?
No, I think he still has a place. At least on the endearing side. He's pretty low on the like actual romance spectrum of the crush, but he's in there. I think he's at the bottom. Like if it was any less, he would cross into mid, but I like him. He's a cool dude. I don't think he deserves mid. But I don't have too much to say about his appearance. I like his hair, purple hair. That's a plus. Other than that, he's just like a generically good-looking guy. All right, next. Fucking Jared the Goblin King from Labyrinth. This is...
Oh, it's the Bowie bulge, isn't it? It's the fucking Bowie bulge. It got you.
This is fully a guilty crush for me because he's probably like the first guy where my brain actively tried to fight the crush.
Your brain is like, look at that hair! What are you doing? What are you doing?
The hair is really bad. He's fully a guilty crush because my brain was like, no, him? Why? You can't. You cannot. But...
You're like the Goblin King. It's because look at how he handles those balls.
But, I don't know. He has this smoothness to him. He's kind of suave. Like,
he knows what he's about.
He knows what he's about. He feels like he has powers that would seduce you and you wouldn't really be able to fight it.
However, isn't it like the whole story is him, he just like biblically wants this like high school girl, and it's like a weird kind of like dark fantasy romance fantasy that she has, but it's like we don't know how old this man is, so it's like he could be like he could be anywhere from like 24 to like 3,000 years old. I don't know. He's a concept. That does put the Goblin King characters like, okay, if this is implied to be real of her actually dealing with this guy and it's not just a dream she fucking had or something, because I really don't remember what the deal was, then like, bro, why a high schooler?
Yeah, he's definitely, it definitely adds a layer of creep to his character, which is part of why it's a guilty crush. It's like, he's a creep, he's a villain, he kidnaps babies and...
He wants to marry a teenager.
Yeah, but he just has this suaveness to him that's like, I don't know, I kind of can't, he's a brain parasite, I guess.
He's a fucking brain worm.
But he's definitely mid. Guilty crush for sure goes in mid. He's below Anakin. I feel better about having
he's not quite bad enough to be garbage.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's garbage. He has redeeming qualities and like, I don't know, his suaveness does play into like, his character is romantic. Like the whole ballroom scene and even that little speech he gives at the end is kind of like, it's obsessive, but it's also like just really poetic. But yeah, I would take the genocider. I would take the genocider over him. At least I know I can save the genocider potentially.
The genocider has the chance to be redeemed. He is not
the Goblin King.
He ain't fixing for no one.
Okay, next, Jen from. Don't fucking snicker. Don't shut up. Jen from the Dark Crystal. He's also a childhood crush. I can say already that I've moved on from him. He's just a hero. He's like generic hero, good guy.
Yeah, like Link-esque.
Yes, he is quite Link-esque. The puppet is uncanny.
The whole show is uncanny.
The whole show is uncanny, but it's also like he's also like as cute as a puppet like this could be.
Like he could definitely be creepier.
He could definitely be creepier. He's about as attractive as a puppet like this would get. Besides the girl is definitely prettier than him, but you know, the straight curse.
The straight curse.
I think he's there. Behind Jack Spicer because he's the OG, but more of a crush than Double D ever was.
Right.
Alright, next. Caleb from Taylor
Tales.
Tales.
That is a can of worms.
Jameis's brother. This man...
Wasted potential.
Absolutely wasted potential. Okay, again, spoilers for the series, but go fucking watch our playthrough if you want to see what happens. He starts out like an infinitely better version of Jameis. He is strong and can fly and has all the same powers, but he's also incredibly sweet and polite, gentlemanly. Just seems like an infinitely better choice when you meet him.
You're like, damn, why shouldn't I just ditch Jameis for this guy?
Exactly.
We'll see, they tell you why.
They show you the fuck why, because as soon as it really comes down to his gentlemanliness versus his loyalty to his dictator of a, like, pseudo-father, he goes full murder and wants you to die for your infractions. So he definitely goes straight down into the garbage category. Like, he falls off so fucking hard and so fucking fast. It's not even funny. It's harmful how fast he goes from a gentleman to a murderer. Yeah, he ends up being garbage, and it sucks. Like, he could have been so great. I do think he's better than Alejandro, despite the murderous intent. He still has the politeness and the gentlemanly tendencies.
He's just brainwashed.
He's just completely brainwashed, and there's no saving him from that. Next. Kakashi from Naruto.
Kakashi, oh, that is a classic for a lot of girls around our age and older.
Absolutely a classic crush. One of the first, like, anime crushes you'll ever have if you're in your 20s. If you're in your 20s today.
If you're in your 20s currently, yeah. Or a little bit older, like 20s to 30s.
Yeah, then he is probably, like, one of the first anime crushes you ever had. He's just cool and handsome. He's hot.
Canonically.
I mean, he's a mega perv, so that's definitely...
Oh my god, he's such a fucking... Dude, it is such a huge hit to his character, how he's pervin'. And if I remember correctly, it didn't stop at of-age women.
Yeah, it's definitely not
I could be wrong
good.
because literally I've never watched Naruto and I do not intend to ever do it.
I haven't either, but Kakashi, he is just a generally hot, mysterious guy.
And capable, because he also is no slouch.
Yeah, he's capable, he's cool, and he's funny. And for some people, that's really all you need. I think he's mid, honestly.
He doesn't really stand out a lot among your crushes.
No, he really doesn't.
Kind of like the hot guy with white hair. There you go, get in the middle.
Yes, that's pretty much exactly what it is. I do think he's above Duncan, because when I really think about it...
Because he's not an active asshole.
Yeah, exactly. He's not an active asshole. I could probably vibe with him more than Duncan, because Duncan, like, would probably piss me off after a while. But he's not as fun as someone like James. And again, being a massive perv does not help at all.
Yeah.
Alright, next. Katz from Aino Kusabi.
Oh, yeah.
A yaoi anime / manga. And Katz is just extremely cool. As you can see, he has a really badass scar, so he's got a tragic backstory. He's just a really cool dude. I love his hair. He's a really hot redhead. He's really brooding, and that works for his character.
Yes, brooding. Dracaria special.
It works for the story at hand. Because it's a dark romance, so it works, and he's efficient, he's a cool guy, he does his job well, he's caught in a bad situation, and he's got a tragic backstory, and he's hot. So all those things kind of add up to...
But he does smoke a cigarette.
He does smoke, so he does stink, but you know what? Fine. I probably wouldn't be able to put up with that for long. I would definitely one night stand him if he was into women.
Hello.
He's in cute, but where? He's behind Alucard. I think he's here. Behind Alucard, because he's not as hot as Alucard, but I'm more endeared to him than I am to Cain. And I think he's a little hotter than Cain.
Okay.
Alright, next. Are you fucking ready for the next one? You might. This next one.
Well, now I'm a little scared.
This next one is also cursed-ish, but you might agree with this one.
Okay.
Kovu from The Lion King.
I see. The edgy lion.
Again, childhood crush before you really understand the implications of being attracted to a lion.
But his eyes, they look so human.
I mean, this is a really old meme about this, but you know, why did they make this lion so hot? To make all of us little 8-year-olds have these feelings. So,
not much to say. You're a kid and you saw a hot, edgy lion. You were like, damn, that's a hot, edgy lion.
He's about as attractive as a lion can be. Cursed childhood crush. I've definitely moved on.
But he's better than Diego.
He's better than Diego. Diego, I don't think is even really... He's just cool. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say he's attractive, I'd say he's cool. Kovu, they knew what they were fucking doing. Alright.
Get out of here, Kovu.
L. From Death
This one
Note.
I can completely understand.
This one you understand. L is another, I guess, slightly guilty crush. I mean, he's one of
fucking wiener.
He is a fucking weirdo, dude. He's so fucking weird. That if he was real, I would be embarrassed to tell people that I had a thing for him. That's how fucking weird he is, and how weird his behavior would be in real life. But he is one of the original Tumblr sexy men. Mm-hmm. So I have to put respect on that, and I understand why.
Weird little fucking shrimp-backed motherfucker.
He's fucking weird, dude. But I like his hair, and I like his voice.
Dub voice, right? Because we never watched it.
Yes, I never watched the sub, but I've seen and have been told that the dub and sub are pretty much equal.
Oh, okay.
But yes, I watched it in dub. I like his voice. He's extremely smart. Mm-hmm. However, his social skills in hell.
Fucking nada.
Non-existent. But that also kind of makes him endearing in a way. Mm-hmm. It's like he's awkward.
Oh man, look at this little social failure.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you gotta be endeared by a socially awkward guy sometimes. Also, one of the things, and probably, honestly, one of the biggest reasons why he made it into crush territory is that I have a really big thing for tired eyes.
The eye bags, baby. Wow, look at that motherfucker. He looks like he doesn't get more than an hour of sleep a night. Woo! Need me some of that.
This motherfucker looks like he never sleeps, and I don't think he does. And I'm into that. I really love tired eyes. He's not the origin of it, but there is an origin of it, and he will make an appearance in this list. But that's part of it. If he had normal eyes, then I don't know, actually, if he had normal eyes, if he would make it into crush territory, because he's so weird. He's weird in an off-putting way, and he was supposed to be ugly. Like, yeah. From what I understand, the man who designed him, he made him to, like, look like a weirdo, too. Like, no eyebrows, mm-hmm. no eye shines, nothing. He wasn't supposed, he was supposed
He's supposed to look dark and gloomy and creepy, but I want to kiss him.
Yes, exactly. He was supposed to just look creepy and off-putting, but he also made the mistake of giving him a generically anime attractive face and mm-hmm. swoopy hair.
Mm-hmm. Like, bro, the eyebrows are not what I come for.
Yeah, like the non-existent eyebrows don't even fucking bother me. Like, it works for his character, and it works. That's the thing. He erases the eyebrows because he thinks it's gonna make him look more uncanny, but it works with everything else. Mm-hmm. So, do not underestimate the power of Tumblr. But where he falls on the tier list, he's mid.
Wow. L, you're mid. You're mid, L.
I gotta say, he's too weird to make it into cute territory. That's mm-hmm. his weirdness is what makes him a guilty crush, and I can't. Mm-hmm. If he's guilty, he can't be any higher than mid. I gotta say.
If you're guilty about it at all,
if I would ever be embarrassed to say, yeah, I'm into that guy, then in real life, mm-hmm. then he can't be higher than mid. But he clears Kakashi because Kakashi's a fucking freak. L's a weirdo, Kakashi's a perv. I'll take the weirdo.
Alright, L, time to die again.
Dude. I'm gonna bring him back because you said that. How dare you? That was so
Okay, time to kill him
rude.
again.
Respect this man. Respect him.
Hey, it's okay. The mystery was solved by his predecessor. That's what he would have wanted.
I guess that's true. So he can rest in peace now.
Yeah.
Leander, also from Touch Starved, the upcoming dark romance
Look at that man's
visual novel.
boobs!
Oh my god, he has such huge tits. I need him. And here's why. I instantly fell in love with this character the second I saw him on screen. Looking at the previews, looking through the characters, I became obsessed with him immediately. I need him so badly, dude. He is, from what I've seen from the preview, his title I think is like the Heroic Mage.
Oh. So he's a good guy.
And it seems he's a good guy, and it seems like he's gonna be the very like sweet, polite, gentlemanly one. Mm-hmm. Like he's on that side of the spectrum for me. It's like kind, polite, and gentlemanly, or bitchy asshole who might kill me. You know, that's my spectrum.
Oh man.
He will love and protect me and be so nice and thoughtful and romantic, and you know, that makes me swoon in general. But also his design is extremely hot. He's well,
I gotta say, so far I am at least relieved to see that your I need him category is mostly full of guys who are really caring.
Yes.
Mostly.
Thank you. I'm glad you recognize that. Dark hair, light eyes. That's my thing. And look at his eyes. Tell me what you see. What you see?
Bedroom.
Not that.
Oh, the eye bags?
He has tired eyes.
I see the tired eyes.
He has bedroom tired eyes. Like
he's like, hey, you want to come cuddle with me and pass out, and then when we wake up, we're gonna do some downright nasty shit to each other.
He's come with me, do nasty stuff, pass out in each other's arms, cuddle all night, and then do nasty stuff again in the morning. That is what I want. That is what I'm here for.
This okay, but here's something. Can you look at this man and honestly say that you do not think he would be the type of character to be like, I want you to have my baby?
He definitely would.
He wants to make a family with you. He wants to get you pregnant. And if you did get pregnant on accident, he would be like, oh my god, I'm gonna be a dad?
He would be so excited about it. But you know what? Maybe I would let him.
Whoa.
So you'll go
That's a big deal, folks. That's a big deal.
Hold on. Before this gets out of hand, let me say, like, yes, I don't want kids. However, I've always stuck with the stipulation that I may potentially want a kid in the future if I was married, fully in love, in a healthy relationship, financially stable, with a home. I have many, many, many stipulations for having even one child. My
stipulation is I don't want a child.
Yeah. As it is, I don't want any.
I have zero desire.
If we're talking realistically, I wouldn't want any, but this guy could potentially change that. Or at least make me feel safe in having a family with him. If I ever got to the point where I thought, like, you know what? Yeah, I do want a child. I would fully be...
You would trust him.
I would trust him 100%. Also, with what you said about him seeming like the kind of guy who would be excited to be a father, that's even more of a plus for me. Because if I get overwhelmed and I'm like, I don't want to fucking deal with this thing, he'll gladly step in and take care of his child, which honestly is more than a straight woman can even ask for these days, considering what men are doing to us. Shit. So I definitely need him. I need to romance him when we play Touch Starved. I want him very badly.
Bye!
Next, Lelouch.
Oh, I knew he was gonna be here somewhere!
You knew it. From Code Geass, he's also a classic. And
those fingers!
He is my first ever anime crush. So he's very like core crush coded. He's very like, he has a deep seated place in my heart because of that.
And you really like the Geass.
I really, really fucking like the Gios. He's up there. However, he's definitely moved down the list in terms of how much I like him and how much I crush on him. I would even say that technically I moved on from him just because I don't really think about him anymore. However, he's special. He's an OG, so I'm gonna put him somewhere in cute.
I would say put him at the bottom of cute if he's to the point where it's like technically you moved on.
Technically I moved on. I do have more love for him than James. I don't know about Gray. I think he might actually fit perfectly right there. Because I do think I like Gray's design more. And Lelouch, like, his personality has never been a factor in it, really. I think he's cool. His coolness is part of it. He's badass, and I love the Gios.
Boy can talk good.
Boy can talk. But he was the first anime guy where I was like, ooh, I like him. And I was fucking gutted at the finale. So I fucking bawled my eyes out. So he's special. Next. Leo. Fucking
Oh my god! Leo! I didn't see it coming, but I should have, because I remember.
You should have known.
I remember.
So if anyone, any audience member, there's very few who are actually watching my Concept series. Leo, I kind of mentioned it, but I didn't fully touch on it there. Leo is also an OG crush. He's one of the first characters, one of the first fictional characters I ever had a huge crush on. He, like, completely swept me away. I love everything about this character. His design is flawless. I think he's absolutely perfect. His characterization is fucking peak. He's the knight, like the heroic knight character, but he's like a troubled knight.
Such a dick.
He's kind of a dick. When you first meet him, he's a dick. He wants to take revenge, but he wants revenge for a noble reason. And once he figures out that you're not who he's searching for because you're being framed, then he switches to being more of kind of like a rival. He still wants to be able to defeat you in a card battle, but he's much more agreeable. And it doesn't take long for him to go from rival to friend, where he is actively saying, like, I look forward to seeing you again. And
And his eyes look a little tired.
Honestly, yeah, his eyes do look a little tired. I love that. He's one of the first characters that I really, like, fell deeply for, even as a kid, even before 2D, I think, because, like, as a kid I had a crush on 2D, but it wasn't really until I came back to the Gorillas some years later.
You were just like, oh my god.
Like in teenhood that I really, like, got into 2D. Leo, I was so in love with as a child, yeah. Day 1, day 7, day 123. He's perfect. I love him. I love his character, and he's a pretty noble guy. He's very, very loyal. He's extremely loyal. Oh my god.
Which, loyalty is sexy.
Loyalty is
not
one
to the point of
my...
obsession. Once loyalty turns into obsession, it's not sexy anymore.
Absolutely. That's very, very true. Honestly, loyalty is probably my number one thing above all else, even above honesty. Because, like, there's instances where you could lie and be like, you know what, I understand why you lied. At least you told the truth later, or, like, whatever.
Yeah.
But if you're unloyal, if you're unfaithful, you're done. You're gone. Like, you can't come back from that. That's a deal breaker. But I think Leo would be extremely loyal. And he's husband material as well. He's top 3, 100%. I think he's better than 2D.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think he passes Gale, because Gale checks, like, all my boxes.
Even down to the stubble.
Yeah. Honestly. Actually, Gale doesn't check every single box that I have, because there are some things about him that could, you know, he could have black hair and blue eyes, and that would be even better. But
you'd be like,
yeah. But every box that he does check is a box that I have. So Leo's there. I would choose him over 2D.
Alright, okay. Bye, Leo.
Leon Kennedy.
Hello, Leon.
From Resident Evil.
Now, who doesn't want to get up in this man's gooch?
Honestly, who doesn't want to get with that? He is actually a pretty recent crush. I never really thought about him that much because I've never played the Resident Evil games. I knew of them and I knew of him for a long time, but it wasn't really until I started watching clips of Resident Evil, specifically like stuff that was focused on him, and seeing memes that people would make about him, that made me like, okay, he's obviously he's hot, but he's also like a little dumb, kind of oblivious, and that's endearing. But he is a more recent crush. He hasn't gotten stuck in my head, but he did grow on me very quickly once I started seeing a lot of stuff about him. I think he's in cute. He's definitely on the top level, somewhere around here.
Do you think he's better than Demon Guy? Demon Dickhead?
I think he's better than Aridin.
But not better than Kane?
His personality is better than Aridin's for sure. I think Kane... I think he might be hotter than Kane, yeah.
Yeah?
That feels right, yeah. Right behind Kotz. Like, right behind Kotz. Okay. Levi Ackerman.
Oh, yep, knew that one was coming.
Another this is a fucking powerhouse of my crushes, dude. Like, he is one of the obsessed. I need him. Like, my brain died just trying to organize all the things I want to say about him. What are your thoughts on Levi? Do you have anything?
I don't like him.
You don't like Levi?
I do not. He's
oh my
mean.
god. Okay, BRB, I gotta come to your house real quick and beat you up.
He is mean. He's a fucking neat freak to the point of being obsessive about it. And he's just short-ass bitch.
Are you fucking
I don't
kidding
like
me?
Levi. I'm not a fan of Levi Ackerman.
I only heard one minus out of all three of those. And it's not even a bad thing to be minused about. How fucking dare you? Him being short makes him infinitely hotter to me. I love quote short guys.
See, I don't actually have anything against his height. I just don't like him as a person. If I was left in a room with Levi, we would not be vibing. I would not be chilling. He is anti-Skibbity Riz.
Shut up. Okay, well, let me break down my crush then, because he's a heavy hitter. First of all, the height, since I already mentioned it. My perfect height guy is like 5'5". And anywhere between 5 foot and 5'8" is great for me. I think 5'5" is perfect. Levi is 5'3", so that's still within the realm of I fucking love the shit out of that. Instantly makes him hotter.
You're fucking short as fuck.
I'm extremely short, so I don't
One of
like
the rare straights
guys
who doesn't want a guy who's a fucking tree.
I don't want a tree. I don't want to have to climb my man. It's not. But also, Levi is short and he has a relatively slim build. But I know 100% he could still lift
muscle.
me. It is all muscle, baby. It's all muscle. He could still lift the fuck out of me and probably throw me across the room too. So
he'd throw you at a Titan.
It's not. He would not. He wouldn't.
No, he wouldn't. He fucking hates the Titans so much.
But so that's still like, imagine him like Jameis. Jameis is fucking 6'2" or some shit. I would not want that man in real life at all. I don't care how hot he is. His hotness is what made me. It's the same with 2D.
2D's tall.
But that's it. 2D's like 6'4". He's extremely.
He's a fucking
but
beanpole.
He's a beanpole. He's skinny. He's lean. He's scrawny. So he's at least that's better than him being super muscular.
Super fucking jacked. I mean, look at Aaron. He's 7'2".
But he's a golem. He gets away with it because he's. I mean, I guess Jameis is an alien, but he's way more humanoid. Aaron is a straight up mythical creature. So it makes sense.
I love making mythical creature characters.
The closer they are to my size, the more I'm attracted to them. They go up.
Right.
As the height goes down, the attractiveness goes up. until it's like my height. I don't mind a guy if I ever met a guy who was like slightly shorter than me, I wouldn't mind that either. But so Levi's a perfect height for me. I fucking love his bad attitude and his like seriousness, his monotony. I love the fuck out of his voice. The dub is fine, only because it's Matt Mercer and he already has a great voice. He voices Espio from the Sonic stuff. So he already has a great voice, but the oh my god, the Japanese voice actor is Levi's Japanese voice is so sexy. I can't even. I get literally tongue-tied thinking about it. Actively drooling and shaking and crying and
She's
pissing.
foaming.
He's extremely hot. Very, very attractive man. And he is an origin crush because he is the origin of my love for Tired Eyes.
Oh, the OG Tired Eyes.
Yeah, he's the reason I love Tired Eyes. I fucking like these little lines and shadows you see right here. The fucking droop of his top lid that makes him look just fucking done with the world.
Like he's glaring at you.
I fall apart for that. So he can have me. He probably, honestly, he might not even want to have my babies, which is an even bigger plus. The only downside is his obsession with cleanliness, because that would be an issue. I would never be able to be cleanly enough for him. But everything else I fucking vibe with. I don't even care if he was an asshole to me sometimes. I'd vibe with it. I'd ride with it. I'd give his energy right back.
This late in your tier list, there's no way you can defend yourself by being like, oh, this guy, I love this character so much, I don't even mind that he's a dick. Bitch, half of the guys on this list are a dick.
Yeah, that's true. But I would give the energy back is the thing. It's not like he'd be abusing me and I'd be just putting up with it because I love him so much. It'd be like, I don't mind that he's a dick to me because I'd be a dick too. But he'd be a dick to me within reason. He's not like Jameis where...
Yeah, he's not unreasonable.
Yeah. Jameis has issues. Levi is just like, Levi's done with the world and has no time for bullshit or nonsense. And I fucking feel that. I love it.
Fucks with that heavy.
I think he's... Oh, boy. Actually, this is a tough call.
Oh, give us a drum roll. Give us a drum roll. Give us a drum roll.
He's there.
Wow. Another one that has usurped 2D in the running.
Yeah.
Wow. Impressive, Levi.
Okay,
Get off of my screen, you stinky little goblin.
No, how fucking dare you? You have to... He's gonna
Get off of my screen! Get out of here! I'm pushing him. I'm pushing him away. I'm pushing him off. That's it. I can grab hold. I'm just gonna push as hard as I can.
He's gonna be your brother-in-law. You have to deal with it. All right.
Hey,
Link.
yo! What's up, Buttercup?
Not such a heavy hitter for me. Link, don't give me that noise. That disapproving noise. So, Link is another childhood crush. He is not a very hard hitter for me, because he's kind of, I never was really into the Zelda series, but he's always been a character that my kid and teen brain was always like, yeah, he's cute, he's an attractive guy, he's an elf. He's like basically the picture of fantasy crush. And I don't really have a preference of a singular Link over any of the others. Obviously, this one's from Twilight Princess, which is where my crush really started.
Where it originated, yeah. Because it was basically like the art of the Twilight Princess series was where I was like, oh, he's really cute. And, I was a kid, a teen, preteen, however the fuck old I was. But I definitely have kept my fondness for him over time. Like, I still like Link. His new iterations still bang. And even more now because he's older. So... he's not a fucking teenager anymore.
Yeah, he's definitely a respected crush. I would say he's still only in cute because he never reached smash territory for me. He is.
I will judge you.
You will judge me. He's here. He's here. Just barely scraping the bottom half of cute. Because Demon Guy is hotter.
Uh-huh.
Moving on. Lorthamar Theron.
There's our World of Warcraft rep.
Yeah, from the World of Warcraft series. I've always had a crush on Lorthamar. He's always been my favorite from the start. He's still my fucking favorite of all the lore characters. He is actually the best, completely underutilized, undervalued, and underrated.
Underappreciated.
Absolutely underappreciated. They don't fucking use him enough, and I don't know why, because he's an amazing character and he's hot. So he should be in the series more. But he's always been a very solid crush. He's definitely in Smash.
Okay.
I think he's still under Hercules, just because Hercules is overall the perfect husband material.
Mm-hmm.
But Lorthamar is still way up there. He's so cool. He's so hot. But I guess that's kind of all I have to say about him.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a great character. Love him. Miguel O'Hara. From Spider-Verse.
Oh god, I've seen so much fucking porn of this guy with Peter Parker on Twitter.
Oh my god. Well, thankfully I never saw the ship stuff. But
God, it's so much.
I absolutely have to 100% attribute my crush on him to Tumblr, because when that movie dropped, oh my god. Like, I didn't have a thing for him at first until I started seeing all of the fan art, the sexy fan art, the explicit fan art of him on Tumblr. And it got in there, it got in my brain.
He wormed his way in.
It wormed his way in, and I was like, you know what? He is fucking sexy. He is hot, and the fan art definitely helps.
Mm-hmm.
He's an asshole, which I think, honestly,
he's jaded.
Ironically, his assholishness, from what I know, was what was holding me back from, like, really paying much attention to him.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't watch the movie. I know, blasphemy, but I didn't think about him until Tumblr, like, shoved him onto my timeline.
He's the classic, like, traumatized character who doesn't want to let anybody in because of stuff.
Which isn't necessarily appealing to me. You gotta have more to your character around that.
Oh, he does, but, I can't go into detail.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. Like, all of these characters, there's a lot of brooding, traumatized characters on here, but them being brooding and traumatized is not the reason I like them. Mm-hmm. It's always something else besides that.
I will say this. He's a good dad.
Yeah, that's a plus. Good dads. I mean, if, like, you gotta be a good dad. Whether you have kids or not, you have to be good father material. But yeah, I can only attribute my crush on him to Tumblr, and pretty much only aesthetically, because I really don't know that much about his personality overall. Mm-hmm. But he's hot. He's very hot, gorgeous man. He's a DILF 100%. I would smash, but very, very low, very casual smash.
Yeah, casual smash.
It would feel wrong to call him cute. Miguel from
Miguel.
The Road to El Dorado. He is honestly not that strong. I know you get it. I know what your list is. He's a character who, the more times I watch the movie, the more I like him. Mm-hmm. He is a very likable character. He's an all-around good guy. He's fun. He's charming.
He's a good-ass road bard.
Yeah, he's a good person. He's talented, funny, just really, really likable in the entire movie. He's a better person than Tulio.
Yeah.
I actually don't really know where I'd put him. This area.
Is he smash? Is he cute? Is he smash? Is he cute? Would you be more willing to smash him or Miguel O'Hara?
Yeah, it's definitely
Like, if you had to choose between
there.
smashing Miguel or Miguel, which Miguel would it Miguel?
Oh my god, you're right. Miguel and Miguel. He's there because he's Miguel. Like, O'Hara is a mountain of a human being. This Miguel is smaller. He's probably more my size. So if I went to a bar and saw these two Miguels and both of them wanted me, I would pick the blondie. He's definitely got a more fun personality for sure. Exuberant. Not as strong as Lorthamar though. I got way more reasons to like Lorthamar. All right. Next is Mori from
Mori Senpai!
Our on High School Host Club. He has always been my number one out of all the guys in that show. Because
you know what's crazy?
What?
Spoilers ahead for everybody who plans on watching this, even though you should have watched it by now. It's not new. Mori Senpai originally was going to be our, like, in-game.
Ah.
He was going to end up with Haruhi, and I was so about that! Aside from Kaoru. I was Team Kaoru.
You were so in.
But I was so Kaoru, but, like, I really liked Mori Senpai, too.
Yeah, he's a good one. Like I don't remember much of Mori from the actual show, but I remember
he is very quiet.
Yes,
he's
a
very
strong,
silent type, but he's also really caring, really gentle, really kind, really selfless too.
He's always been my top pick out of all those guys. I'm honestly not interested in any of the others. If I was at the host club, he's where I'd be. I don't think he's in Smash territory though. He's another one where, like Fruits Basket, I don't think of him unless I'm thinking of the show. So, I guess since Fruits Basket, he's got to be down here somewhere. He's there, right behind Link. Good guy, all around good guy, good pick, and not a dick.
And not a dick.
Nathan Explosion.
Oh, right into a dick!
Nathan fucking Explosion present, as he is older. This is him in his 30s. I'm pretty sure. You've got
the young Nathan in there too?
Maybe.
Spoiler.
Oh. But yes, Nathan Explosion. He is, I don't know, he's hot, he's cool.
But he's fucking stupid.
He's really fucking stupid.
He's
that
so
is a minus.
Fucking stupid, and he's selfish, and he's an asshole, and he drinks a lot, and he parties a lot, and he doesn't use protection.
Yeah. He's also a bigger guy. He has a dad bod, and I'm not into dad bods.
Unless he's been working out.
Oh my god, that 1 month later, when he was working out, yeah. He can be hot and shredded, but generally he's got a dad bod. And the abs don't last long, especially because he drinks so much.
And eats a lot of food he shouldn't.
Yeah, he eats like garbage, dude. He's not a good guy. He's not a good person, but in terms of the band, I don't know, I've just always, I will say he's never always been my crush. He's definitely gone up over time. Because it used to be like, I don't know, dad bod, bigger dude, really fucking stupid, not into it. But I don't know, he's become more likable. The more I've grown, the more
I've aged.
the
series has gone too. Oh, and he's not happy about going down on a woman. That's a big minus.
That's a huge minus. None of them are. So in terms of the band, it's like, whatever. You kind of have to leave that out because they all are the same. But in terms of this tier list, that definitely puts him really fucking low.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just fucking like him. And he's funny. Oh my god, dude. He's so fucking funny. To me, he's the funniest one. I really fucking love his deadpan humor and his, like, his fucking deadpan delivery on his one-liners is so good. He makes me laugh the most. And that's also a part of it. If a guy can make you laugh, you're gonna like him somehow.
Yeah.
But
He's a fucking doozy, is what he is.
He is a doozy. He's a package. Because the entire show is mostly a comedy, so most of the shit he does is just for the funny.
And he is kind of like the main guy.
He is.
Like, they show a lot of importance on Nathan as a character. Compared to the other band members, he is the pinnacle.
Yeah, he's the main character of the main characters. I feel like I am drawn to him more than Bilious, but I don't know if he makes it into Smash territory. Help me out here. Give me...
Okay, so his liver is fucked. He's not exactly the most hygienic. He
That's true.
Eats and drinks like shit, and he fucks so many women. But when he's in a relationship, he's pretty loyal.
You're right.
And he is a romantic.
He is.
And he can sing. And he's got loads of money.
You know what he's rich, so. You know what I will say, though? You actually did bring up a good point with the relationship thing. He is fully willing to completely improve himself solely because of and for his relationship.
Yeah. Like, he is very much capable of commitment.
As he is with the drinking and the shitty behavior, not great, but if he was with me, he would probably become an infinitely better person. Yeah, like, with the right influence, he could kick a lot of those nasty habits that the other bandmates don't exactly discourage. That's true. That actually bumps him up a fuck ton. I think he's here. Just based off of the relationship thing alone. Because that would be, like, everything about him initially would really turn me off, but knowing ahead of time that he would infinitely improve if he fell in love with me, that does it. That bumped him up, like, three spaces.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Crazy what loyalty will do to me. Okay, so that's good with Nathan. I honestly, like, I'm kind of impressed by how much that 1 point bumped him up for me. That says a lot about me, I guess.
So you need to get you a Beth.
You need somebody who can put your crushes into perspective. All right. Now, Nathan Explosion.
Oh my god, who could have seen this coming?
Fucking spoiling ass. Yes. A younger version of Nathan when he was in his 20s, when he first started the band, infinitely hotter. Very much hot. Way more in shape. Actually has abs.
But also way angrier of a person.
Yeah.
So much more hateful.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we don't technically see much of young Nathan. We only get a few scenes with him, but
yeah,
he is hotter.
He is closer to our current age as we're making this. Like,
he is.
He's in his 20s. We're in our 20s. You know, it's hard not to prefer that over the version of him that's like 30s, close to 40s.
That is true. If he was still ripped in his 30s, then
it wouldn't matter.
Honestly, yeah, it wouldn't matter. They'd be pretty much equal. Maybe young would be even a little lower. But yeah, physique changes things. Next, Nightwing.
Nightwing. Wow. Okay.
No particular version. I like all Nightwings. He's just, I mean, he's insanely hot. He's insanely cool. He's the original Robin. He's just fucking awesome all around. But I also don't tend to think about him that much. He's really hot, but he's not lower than James. This is actually kind of hard to. You know what? No. He's here.
Wow.
I'm gonna put him there. He's pretty much just because of his appearance. He's really hot. I love his suit, black hair. I like black hair. He's ripped. He got fucking cake. He's sexy. Yeah. Pete White.
Pete White! Oh, that's a bad decision. That is a bad decision.
From Venture Brothers. He's kind of a mild crush, but he's always like he's pretty much the only character in Venture Brothers that I've ever been like, yeah, I think he's kind of cute, honestly.
He has canonically had chlamydia.
Yeah, I mean, there's really not much to my crush on Pete. It's just like, Yeah, he's cute, and he's stuck around in the back of my brain.
But he's
that's
a
pretty
fucking
much
wiener.
it. He's definitely mid. I don't really like his personality. He's a fun. He is like the kind of guy who would be fun to hang around with for an afternoon.
And he was
kind of
transphobic too.
Yeah, he would be fine to hang out with for a party, but that's about it. I wouldn't want to spend a whole day with him. I don't think.
And there was that Christmas special where he was flirting with Triana.
Yeah, that's
kind of skeezy.
Not good thing. There, a lot of characters in Venture Brothers are like that.
Yeah,
like just slightly Epstein-esque.
Yeah, slightly icky.
I think he's there. Yeah, lower than Jareth. Because Jareth has that suaveness to him. Pete's not very suave.
He is a fucking loser.
He is a loser. He's the character who, like, looks cool at first glance, like, when you first see him being
They start
his
speaking and you're like,
eccentric self.
oh.
Yeah, you learn more about him and you're like, actually, you kind of suck.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a good one next, though. It's Snakes and Barrels Pickles.
Snakes and Barrels Pickles.
From Metalocalypse.
What a fucking specimen.
We only see him once in the entire show. But he is.
But we have a good idea of what his personality is like, based on normal pickles and based on like schoolboy pickles, because they've based on the documentary they've gone into a bit of detail about like the way his personality is, and he very much has like a tumultuous, like drug addicted, like very very radical anarchist, like fuck you, kind of shtick going on. Where it seems like he's very self-destructive and likely is very destructive to the people around him as well, because they straight up said he was a horrible influence on his bandmates. He was basically the one who got a lot of them into all the hard drugs that they were doing.
And made them relapse.
Yeah, and made them relapse.
So yeah, he's from Metalocalypse. He's part of Death Clock. He's not a good person. But, you kind of, within the context of the show...
Yeah, you get used to it. It's an acquired taste.
Yeah. He's fun. And see, I don't have a crush on actual present-day pickles. He's, like, just below the line for me. Snakes and Barrels Pickles just barely passes the crush line because of his appearance, honestly.
He's got the earring on the gay ear.
I mean, the big hair is a look. He pulls it off.
That's hair bands for you.
I like the headband. He's from that era of rock. And the eyeliner. He got eyeliner on.
Yep.
So,
men, eyeliners hot.
Yeah. He's got that like slightly not glam, but like slightly glam look to him. So
glam grunge.
Yeah, glam grunge. He has a place here. But I think he's mid.
He's pretty mid, yeah. Hard drugs. Don't forget about the hard drugs.
The hard drugs, yeah.
He would do them around you, and frankly, he would encourage you to try it.
That is true. He does, like, he is into the most drugs. He'll do literally anything. I think he's there.
Okay.
I slightly prefer Kakashi, but I think he has more appeal than Duncan. Next, Prince Eric. Most white bread,
fucking unsalted boiling water.
No. No. Prince Charming exists.
Yeah. But okay, look. If we're gonna talk about like Disney princes and just general, like Eric is fairly like he's just the picture of like, this is your standard cookie cutter good guy.
He is still a pretty white bread prince, all things considered. But
black hair, blue eyes.
Well, if you're just gonna jump ahead, just skip some pages. Here's a reason why I need him.
Whoa, you need him! Oh my god, I did not expect that. Chad, I'm flabbergasted.
Because, like you fucking spoiled before I could even reveal it, he is the origin of
he's the OG black hair, blue eyes.
He's the origin of my specific crush on the combination of black hair and blue eyes together.
Okay.
If a guy has that combination, I'm willing to listen to what he has to say.
He's also a prince.
He's also a prince. And you know what? I will fucking say, as white bread as he may be on the surface, he is still a prince. He is still a romantic Disney love interest. He's still a very good guy.
He's setting your hopeless romantic heart ablaze.
Yes, absolutely. He's so romantic. That whole montage of him taking Ariel around town and doing all these romantic things with her is so, like, heart fluttery. He's extremely brave. Mm-hmm. Like, people seem to forget. Like, they think back to how he kind of just gets pushed along with the plot. He kind of just, like, goes with the current of the plot. And he is more of an accessory to Ariel's story, which is fine. But, like, he has personality. And yeah, he's kind of oblivious to Ariel. Like, he's in that midway point of he likes her, but he's not really sure because he doesn't know that she's his mystery woman. Mm-hmm. And he's kind of a shy guy, but he's extremely brave. And that really comes out in, like, the last portion of the movie where he fights a fucking gigantic sea witch for Ariel. Mm-hmm. Like, you cannot tell me that my heart would not be screaming for this man if he did something like that for me.
Yeah.
I need him. Alright, so next is Prince Naveen.
Prince Naveen, what another specimen.
Gorgeous. I mean, right off the bat.
Irresponsible.
He's just a gorgeous man, but he's at the beginning of the movie, he's extremely irresponsible. The way I feel about Naveen is vastly different depending on if we're talking about the first half of the movie or the second half of the movie.
Especially since there's an important thing about the fact that him and Tiana's dynamic is legitimately like they are opposites who balance each other. Because he is wildly irresponsible and Tiana is overly responsible to the point where she harms herself being so damn responsible. And so Naveen is there to reel her in whenever she needs to slow down and take a break for her own health. And she's there to get him moving and get him going and be like, hey, stop, don't get too comfortable in one place.
That is true. I do think, like, one of the hottest scenes of him is at the very end when he's helping Tiana, or about to help Tiana work on her restaurant, and he rolls up his sleeves, and it's like that character development, though. Mm-hmm. He's so ready to help her actually do the hard physical labor to build her restaurant. As he is, it really depends. He's probably the most 50-50 for me in terms of whether I really like him or really don't like him.
Would he not go in the mid category then?
No. He's not mid. I think he's in cute. And here's what I was about to say, which kind of goes into that. I kind of skew towards his characterization at the end of the movie, because that's who he becomes. That's like his most current version.
Right.
In that case, I would say he's above James. I don't know if he's above Lelouch. Actually, yeah, because, I don't know much about Gray. And if we're talking his personality at the end of the movie, well, from what I think I've seen about Cecil is that he's a really sweet person in the show, I think. So going off of that, I think he's here.
Okay.
Next, Raymundo from Shaolin Showdown.
Oh, another Shaolin Showdown. Down guy.
Another childhood crush. He was way less than Jack Spicer, but he like barely passes the line.
He looks like a dick.
Yeah.
I don't remember this guy at all.
Honestly, the only thing about him was that he was cute. That was pretty much it. He is kind of a dick. So there's not much to say about him. He's definitely moved on. He's there, right above the lion.
Most of the humans are gonna go above the lion.
Yeah. Ratchet.
Wow, I did not expect to see you.
Didn't expect him, huh?
Did not expect him.
Another very faint childhood crush. Again, not much to say. He was just kind of cool.
Thick ass eyebrows.
He's in that, like, anthro category of like, he's about
Yeah.
as cute as an anthro
I'm not
character
fucking
could
furry!
be. He's there. It's like Animorphs down here. But he is cool. I like his personality. I think I've only played like one Ratchet and Clank game, but he's pretty cool. He's chill.
Okay.
Ren from Hellgirl.
Oh, yes, Rin. The raw sex appeal that this man has. Oh,
He's the only sexy character in Hellgirl for me. Not for you, but for me. He's just really fucking hot, man. There's not much else to say about it. He could seduce me 100%.
I'm guessing Smash.
He's definitely in Smash, because we've, like, man...
We have talked about it.
God, we have talked about him. Especially when we were younger. Like, it's been a while since we actually... Yeah, it's been a while since we were really into Hellgirl,
characters like him kind of originated Dragon's look for me. Dragon is an original character of mine. You viewers would know.
I can see it.
Yeah.
He's actually pretty high up here.
Bro's a smash.
He's a smash. Like, we were
hella smash.
We were smitten by him when we first watched Hellgirl.
Oh, what? Especially that episode where he seduced that one lady. We were like, it should have been me!
Oh my god. It should have been me. I think he's here.
Nice.
Alright. Next is Ren. From Udo Prince Sama.
Yeah.
He's just, oh my god, he's so hot. Dude, he's so hot.
Such a pretty man.
He's a fucking smash. But where on the smash spectrum is the question. He is like, I don't know, man. I don't know what it is about his character design. Maybe it's the long hair and with the blue eyes, but he just fucking hits me with his beauty. Clubs me over the head with it. But I don't know anything about his personality. So he's kind of hard to judge. He's
if it's
above
just
O'Hara.
If it's just his looks, yeah. It's like, yeah, he's jaw-dropping, but his personality isn't doing any work.
I think he's right above O'Hara, just because I don't know anything about him. He is jaw-droppingly gorgeous, though. Alright, next. Riki the Dark from I No Kusabi. He's the main character.
Oh.
I don't know, my crush on him isn't that strong, but it's mostly just because he's hot. He has dark hair. And he's kind of brooding.
So probably at the end of Cute, then.
Probably.
Or the beginning of Mid. Because it's really just his looks and a bit of his attitude.
Yeah. I kind of even debated putting him on this list a little bit.
Elle, please.
Elle does not want to give up his spot. Yeah, I even kind of debated putting him on the list just because I was like, do I have a crush on him enough to even really count? So I think he'd be here.
Okay.
I have more reasons to be into him than Snakes and Barrels Pickles, but he's not a classic crush like Kakashi. Rin from Free.
It's the shark teeth.
It's partly the shark teeth. I mean, look at him.
Yeah.
He's super hot. He's got a slightly shitty attitude, but kind of in a fun way, so I don't mind it. But he's just hot. Honestly, that's like most of how I feel about the Free animes. They're just hot.
Yeah. Just fan service for the sake of it.
I think he's above O'Hara just because I like him more.
O'Hara,
give up your spot.
Bro's clawing.
He was clinging. Fucking Scourge the Hedgehog. I can't. This is one where it's like, alright, fucking, I gotta just own up to this one.
Scourge the fucking Hedgehog.
He's fucking mid, dude. I don't even know. He's just a bad boy. I love his character design. But he's a fucking asshole. He's somewhere in here. God, he's...
You want him to be next to his green-haired bestie?
He's here. Because Duncan Duncan has proven he can be a good boyfriend. Scourge is an asshole through and
Scourge
through.
just sucks.
Yeah. He's kind of garbage, honestly. Yes,
He's
honestly,
kinda
Skirt is garbage.
You talked yourself out of mid and into garbage.
I did. He has, personality-wise, he has no fucking redeeming qualities. It's really just his design that I like, so that's absolutely garbage tier.
Get the fuck out of here, boy.
Bye, Sephiroth.
Is that fucking Sephiroth?
That's fucking Sephiroth. I don't care what he's capable of. He can destroy me.
Whoa!
He's in Smash. I'm sorry, fucking look at him, dude.
You gotta make sure to ventilate your Sephiroth properly. Those hair vents are there for a purpose.
Dude, he's fucking sexy.
He's
He's badass.
Honestly, I would argue that Sephiroth belongs in garbage tier. He is a fucking monster. He is a fucking monster.
Okay. Expound.
He is like, I've never really played it myself, but I have watched Kari, my roommate, play Final Fantasy VII. He is like a fucking genocider. Like he's genocided. And he continues to like corrupt the ranks of like soldiers and stuff like that, and just like he fucks with Cloud's mind on the reg. Like he's a truly sadistic, fucked up, like all he cares about is just fucking him over and just being there's worse, but I can't think of it right now because I don't, I never actually like dived into the lore myself, but Sephiroth is a bad man. He is a very bad man.
Counterpoint.
It's gonna be something stupid.
He's sexy enough that I don't care.
God fucking damn it. Get him off of my screen. Get him off of my fucking screen. Get that fucking thing out of here.
No, okay, let me say this. There's no way for you to have known this, but I have actually said in one of my Discord groups that he's so sexy, he could kill me and I'd be okay with it.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, I don't care. He's so hot.
You are atrociously down bad. You were down fucking horrendous.
Yes, exactly, and that puts him in Smash.
Get him off my fucking screen.
But he's at the bottom. He's at the bottom.
Get him out of here.
You know, the guys in garbage are guys that I wouldn't be able to overlook it.
They would treat you badly.
Yeah. Alejandro is not hot enough for me to let him slide. And Caleb, it just feels like a fucking betrayal, the way that went down.
Mm-hmm.
Sephiroth is sexy enough that I don't care. Moving on. Sashomaru.
Oh boy!
Speaking of long white-haired baddies.
A long white-haired baddie who has the literal worst fucking... He has the worst sequel arc ever.
That is true.
I hate it. Did fucking Yashahime spoilers? Sashomaru has a kid fucking Rin. Yeah, the little girl that he saved the life of and was like her guardian for a while. Yeah, she fucking grew up and was like, I want to have your babies. And then she fucking had twins. I hate it. It's really
fucking weird, but because of that, let's just stick to Inuyasha where he was peak.
Yeah.
I need him. Like, I really do.
I'm not surprised about that one.
I need him to slice me in half with his sword. That'll just bring me right back to life. I need that.
Let him practice his fucking swings on your body.
Yes, exactly.
All right, well, how badly do you need him? Do you need him more than Prince Eric?
How badly? I need him
more than Prince Eric. Do you need him more than that guy?
Do
you need him more than Jameis?
I definitely...
You need him more than 2D?
need him more than Jameis.
Do you need him more than 2D?
This is like the split right here between 2D and Jameis. It's like top 5. Do you need him more than 2D is the real kicker. No, I don't.
Okay.
I need 2D more than Sashomaru. Shadow the
McFucking Hedgehog. Let's fucking go.
I mean, let's be real.
Oh my god. Fucking Christ. Oh shit! You almost fucking had me there. Oh my god!
No.
Are you gonna? I'm gonna judge you for this choice.
Oh, where am I gonna put him? Oh, is he mid? Oh, have I moved on? Oh, is he actually garbage? Worse than Alejandro?
Oh my god.
He's there.
My heart is shattered into a million pieces. How could you push Aaron
I'm sorry.
back like that? You just abandoned him out in the wastelands, and I was gonna give you a cameo in the comic where you would get a character that resembles you and she gets to kiss him.
I mean,
I know. The history, there's no overcoming the history of Shadow the fucking Hedgehog.
honestly, dude, you fucking can't, man. He's one of the only like anthro/animal characters in the world that you can be like, yeah, I absolutely get it. Even if you're not a furry, how do you not have a crush on Shadow the fucking Hedgehog? He's so cool, man. I don't even need to explain it. We can just move on. That's how good he is.
Let's move on. Hey, yo. Peak.
Yeah, Shang from Mulan. Definitely a hottie. Honestly, mostly for... And I only didn't get the picture from that scene because this one's just more straightforward of what he looks like. I'll make a man out of you, the whole sequence, but particularly when he takes his shirt off, it was like, you gotta, you know.
God. Look, when he threw that stick down and it fucking wobbled at the camera, it just activated something.
Honestly, he was giving you a preview.
Oh no!
He's above O'Hara.
As he should be.
Is he above Ren?
As he should be.
I think he's above Ren. I don't know anything about Ren. He's above Miguel.
As he should be.
He's definitely above Explosion.
As he should be.
He's above this Ren.
As he should be.
But he's not above Lorthamar.
Okay.
Because he got his own issues.
Yeah, he got some issues.
Yeah, he got his own issues. It's kind of like, Oh, also, he wants a fuck ton of children.
Yeah.
And I cannot in good conscience put him any higher than this because of that.
I do not want to be your broodmare, thank you.
Yeah, not okay with that. Anyway. Sinbad.
Sinbad!
Pretty much only for his looks. Purple. Very purple, and that's definitely a plus. I mean, he seems fun. I never watched the full anime.
He's a nice guy. I never finished Magi either, but he's a nice guy. He's a good guy.
But he never really... He's another one of those, like, barely crosses the line. Just because he's a hot anime guy. I'd say he's here.
Yeah.
Squizgar
Squiggle.
From Metalocalypse. He's the main one that I had a thing for in Metalocalypse. Nathan came way later. Like, yeah, he's definitely the first one I had a thing for from the start. He's above Nathan for sure.
He's a smash.
He's 100%
and he would too.
Smash.
He would not tell you no.
He absolutely fucking would, dude. He wouldn't even hesitate. And I'm down with that.
Like, alright, so let's do this now then.
Yeah, honestly, man, like, I don't need a relationship from this guy. A smash is enough.
Smash is a smash, bro.
I think he is above Ren, though. I think he's above Shang. I think he's above Lorthamar. But he's not above Hercules. Hercules is husband material, so Squizgar can't go any higher. Okay, next. We're in the final stretch here.
Woohoo!
Sky from Winx Club. Another childhood crush. I've always had a thing for him. He's just gorgeous and heroic.
That's a beautiful man. His hair is the locks of the sun. It chill.
He's he's one of the like I'm typically into like dark hair, as you can clearly tell by most of my list.
I swear the guys that you're into are either black hair, blue eyes, or blonde. Blonde, straight,
but
straight middle part bangs.
Yeah, he's honestly, yeah, like Squizguard, Miguel, like Alucard. Honestly, hold on.
Sephiroth?
You just pointed out a pattern. The blonde hair with the middle part is apparently my thing.
I think it stretches into white hair too, because you like the middle parts.
Yeah, he's cool. He's one of the blondies. He's part of the blonde boy club. But there's not much to say about him, honestly. He's just kind of a generically good guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's
cute
above James. Yeah, he's definitely cute. But I don't think he can go any higher than Lelouch, because Lelouch is special.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, didn't have more to say about you, Sky. I feel like you deserve
Bye,
better. Tack.
I know where he's going. Go ahead.
I need this little... Oh my god. I need this fucking scrawny, shy cobbler with the blue eyes. He's... God. And you know what? He's a fucking childhood crush, too. Because
That's your fucking husband.
This motherfucker stuck in my goddamn memory. He invaded my brain.
Bro, he built it. Bro, he built a home there.
Tack is a deep core childhood crush because he was one of those memories, like The Thief and the Cobbler itself, but Tack specifically is one of those memories that as you got older, it got like so far removed from your memory, because I didn't watch it that much. I think I watched it like once ever, but he stuck in my brain so much that later in life I was like, it's like one of those things where you still have that vivid memory of the movie and the character, and I remembered him exactly for the fact that he had tacks in his mouth and he never spoke, and he was just...
Except for at the very end, where they gave him a really fucking deep voice.
Yeah. But he's stuck in my brain so well.
More than Prince Eric?
Actually, well, give me a fucking second.
Sorry.
He's the whole reason I even remember that movie at all. He's very fucking special. He's up here.
He's a special boy. More than 2D? What, more than Sesshomaru?
More than Sesshomaru.
More than 2D?
Not more than 2D.
Ah, he got hit at the 2D wall.
Yeah, he hit the 2D wall. Because I didn't, there's just not much of him in existence. But yeah, that's Tack. He's a deep-seated crush. I love him. Tarzan! He is my favorite Disney guy. So I need him very badly. He's the most handsome, I think. He can.
Oh my god!
I mean, to me, he's the most attractive Disney guy. He is the origin of my specific love for cut jawlines and straight noses. Yeah, I just think he's the hottest Disney guy. The fact that he is half naked for most of the movie doesn't hurt, but he's also really sweet. He's very romantic. Let's see. He's here. He's above Jameis. Yeah.
He ain't getting past Sesshomaru.
No, Sesshomaru has more of an effect on me. All right, next is Thor. Specifically the animated version. The animated version is why I had a crush on Thor at all, and had a crush on him for a long time. Which, I mean, I still do. He's still a hot superhero, but it's not super strong. I think he's here behind Nightwing.
Yeah. Oh. Now that's a man.
Of Inuyasha and Sesshomaru's
I love his spider
father.
bangs.
He's a DILF. He's a super DILF because he looks exactly like them.
Row.
We don't see much of him, to be honest.
Yeah, there's very little for us to actually go off of.
I think he's fair right here. He's just a DILF. Toshiro from Bleach. He's another, like, kind of childhood one, like, preteen crush. I always liked him, mostly just because of his design. He's really cool. The white hairs.
He is cute,
neat.
yeah.
He's just cute. I don't really remember much about his personality, but he's giving fucking face in this picture, and I vibe with that. But he's got to be mid just because I don't really have much to say about him. I just like his design.
Ooh. Going behind the Duncan?
He's above Bankotsu for sure.
But would you rather be with him or Duncan in a room?
I don't remember what his personality is like. I guess just because I don't know that much about him, Duncan has more potential to me.
Okay.
We've seen what Duncan can be. I don't remember anything about him. Trent from Total Drama, speaking of.
That is missed potential. Oh
my god, so much missed potential, dude. He was really, really great in the first season. After that, he's garbage.
Yeah. That fucking counting obsession he had after him and Gwen broke up.
That was fucked, man. That was, like, he got done dirty.
Bro just completely fell off.
I mean, he's really cool in the first season. He is romantic, he is chill, he's cool to hang around. He's one of the most liked and likable campers.
Of the guys.
Some people say he has no personality or that he's boring or whatever, but I don't think so. He's not. I don't think he's just like a chill guy and nothing else.
But it was literally a thing of like he was just more chill than the others.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think that's a bad thing. And I don't think that means he has no personality either. Like, I mean, you got people like fucking Duncan out here being a stereotype. Of course, Trent isn't gonna look as exciting.
In comparison, he's not gonna look at as exotic because he's not going fucking doing stupid shit.
Exactly. But I think he still has a pretty good personality in the first season.
Up until he gets flanderized, yeah.
So I would actually put him... He's still in mid, because I don't have too many strong feelings about him. I just kind of like him. I think he is probably here.
Yeah. Bye, Trent. Oh, Trevor Belmont.
From Castlevania.
What a grumpy little guy.
I was severely attracted to this man the second he was on screen.
Oh yeah, he's so hot.
He is extremely hot. I mean, dark hair, blue eyes.
A Belmont.
I cannot resist. He's definitely in Smash. He kind of has a shitty attitude, but he's also funny. So like, I vibe with him. He'd probably annoy me at some point. Him and Alucard's
rivalry is really funny.
Oh yeah.
And once they become friends, he's like totally cool. Like he's still considered the irresponsible one between him and Alucard, but it's really nice to see how like he and the others just kind of grow on each other the more they travel together. Like at first he's really gruff and rough and hard-edged, but like as it goes he gets way more caring and way more laid back, and he's a good lover. He's a good lover to his lady.
Yeah, that is true. I actually might move Alucard up one right there. Yeah, Trevor, he's super hot. I love his voice. He's super funny, and I can vibe with his bad attitude for the most part. I think he's here, right behind Squizgar, measuring these men's magnetism.
I can't, looking over at fucking Aaron hanging out with Shadow the fucking Hedgehog.
Sorry, man. That's just how it fucking works. Shadow exists, so he's got to be there. All right, Tulio,
the arguably worse of the two.
I don't think it's even arguably. He's definitely more selfish than Miguel.
Yeah, he's very selfish. He's very skeezy. He's very manipulative, and he doesn't even have the like cocky playfulness that Miguel has to balance out the money hungriness.
He's very attractive, but see, here's the thing. I think because of his personality contrasted with Miguel's, puts him lower on my crush list, even though physically he has more qualities that I'm attracted to.
Because ultimately the personality will always win out.
Yeah. Miguel is just so fucking likable, and he's still really handsome. That he just kind of pushes Tulio to the side.
Tulio's also taller.
He is taller, yeah. He's still likable. He's not a bad person. He's just, he was willing to sell out his bro, and that's not cool. He is stuck in cute zone for me. Probably here.
Yeah.
Because I'm more attracted to Leon.
Mm-hmm.
Next is Xander from Drawn Together.
Well, the downside is he's gay.
Yeah, obviously. That's an obvious one. Which, like, I mean, yeah, it doesn't bode well for our future together. But
he will never say yes.
But I mean, I'm cool with that. He's one of the characters who, like, I was immediately attracted to the first time he was on screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's still attractive.
Yeah, and even better, we could still be friends and hang out. He's the most reasonable of that entire cast.
Yeah.
I mean, they all got their issues, but
they all got some fucking issues.
But he's really likable, at least in the first season, and I think he'd be really fun to hang out with. He's cool. He's cute. Obviously, he's a Link ripoff.
A literal parody of Link.
But he's down here. He's definitely not on Link's level.
Mm-hmm.
He's down. He's down. He's down.
Oh my god. He might be stretching into mid. I'm thinking he's stretching into mid at this point. I feel like he's about to reach mid.
Yeah.
Oh no, he just keeps moving further. Escalators! Eels.
Eels. He's getting eels. He keeps getting eels. There.
Beautiful.
Okay, next is Zelos from Tales of Symphonia.
Tales of Symphonia, babes. Wow. God, that's a callback.
Yeah.
I'm still sad we never actually finished it, literally ever, because we softlock ourselves in that one spot.
Yeah, that really fucking sucked. But he's a cutie patootie. I'm not crazy about his personality, but he is really
his design go hard.
Cute. His design
Oh no,
does
it's Snakes
go
and
very
Barrels
hard.
Pickles, but without the pickles!
I was just gonna say, he's got the same hair and band as Snakes and Barrels Pickles, except he's way more sanitized of a person.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he cute, but he mid, because there's not
cute,
much else to say
mid.
about him. He cute, but he mid. He is here. Toshiro's design goes harder. Alright, 2 more. Zuko.
Zuko! Oh, girl. He's gonna be high up on your list.
He's absolutely a classic crush.
He just got better as he aged, too.
Oh, he got so much better, dude. Like, from season 3 onward.
I think what makes it even better is just that when you first saw this man, you were close to his age. So it feels like he grew up with you.
It really does, yeah. And I mean, if you watch, if you read the comics, you watch the series, like, he's a character who grows up. He's fucking ancient in Legend of Korra, so.
And his adult version is woo!
Whoo, boy.
I love the half up, like, he's got the half up, half down hairstyle going, and I love it.
It's hot. It's very hot. His season 3 look specifically, which is why I chose this picture, because of the long hair, is exactly why I grew a crush on him in the first place. Because as a kid watching it, it's like the first 2 seasons are,
You're like, ugh.
yeah.
This asshole with the stupid hair.
Yeah, the bald with the ponytail was not a good look. And for the most part, in the first couple seasons, he is just like an angsty asshole.
Yeah.
He becomes infinitely better. I mean, he just fucking kills the shit out of long hair.
And his character development is really well done.
He is a forever crush.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot forget about Zuko, ever.
Yeah.
That's fucking Zuko. I think he's there. I need him. And last but not even least, Zuko.
Zuko! Old man Zuko!
Old man Zuko from Legend of Korra. He can still fucking get it.
Yeah.
I mean, all things considered, he aged quite well.
Yeah.
It's just comparing him to the other guys on this list. He's the only one here who actually looks like an older dude. Zuko's the only old man on this list.
Yeah.
He belongs... I mean, I'm hovering over mid, because I think he's gonna be in mid.
At the very top of mid. Only because he's old.
Honestly, like, old, yeah.
Under L? Okay, I'm gonna argue that he should be above L because there's
L?
no guilt associated with liking him.
That is true.
L brings crush guilt.
a little bit of guilt because he's so weird. Yeah, Zuko is definitely better.
Wow. What a fucking tier list, everybody.
Yeah, that's my tier list of all my fictional crushes. I think I'm happy.
Give us the full screen on that.
The full screen.
Wow.
I am happy with these rankings.
You have, let's count them up. You got 3 in the garbage tier, 7 in the moved on tier, you've got 15 in the mid tier, 21 in the cute tier, 19 in the smash tier, and 11 in the I need him tier.
I need them. I need all of these men up here. Everyone else can go.
Damn, you gonna get rid of Aaron like that? After all we haven't been through yet?
After all we haven't been through yet. He can go. If
Aaron doesn't end up in the I need him tier by the end of the series, I'm gonna throw a chair at you.
Hey, you gotta write him well enough.
No! I don't want to do any of the hard work. I just want to reap the benefits and rewards and sweet, sweet serotonin and dopamine.
Oh boy.
And of course, if you had to pick one of the I need him tier, it would be Gale Decorous.
It would be Gale. He is number 1. He made it. Like, honestly, like, top 3, top 5. I think, yeah, those are probably the most emblematic of my overall taste in what I desire in a man, so take fucking notes. Be Gale.